Test 1, test 2, check 1, check 2.
Welcome to another episode of Two Whites and a Blue, the only show in the world that thinks that all the teenage boys slinging fanny packs over their shoulders is probably an indication that there's not enough masculinity in the world instead of too much. My name's Joey. I'm here with Will and Mike.
What have you been thinking about?
I saw saw a guy on the fucking drive home from the beer store today. I immediately thought about it. It's good
to speak for all of us.
Yeah.
Do you want to know what I saw? I might drive up from the beer store the other day.
Which
girl
beer store?
Wearing elf ears.
Which?
Oh,
yeah.
what?
I was looking and I had to like quadruple take. Almost got into an accident from it. I was like, yeah, I guess. I mean, do your thing, but like, what?
Were they dedicated elf ears or was it a headband?
I was tripping, is what was happening. That's all I could say.
Regular clothes
came through tripping.
Like a lot of black clothing, maybe a chain.
Did she have like a?
She wasn't bad looking.
Is she a streamer? You think?
Did
maybe
she have like what the fuck is it called with a quiver on?
She was just an archer.
Yeah,
I thought you were going to somehow describe a tail.
No, like,
he goes with
I know that word.
Holster.
I was definitely. Yeah, I was like, she wasn't bad looking. She had like shorter hair. I don't know.
Sure, she just have a disfigurement.
I don't know. Like that's a pretty precise.
Gotta cut that out.
Disfigurement. I guess. I think it's like they were pretty like exaggerated.
How old is she?
I saw her ears.
That's a very good question.
My age, probably.
Not what I wanted to hear.
I don't know though, right? Because
it's not good.
I don't know. But anyway, yeah.
Wait, did you have your glasses on?
I had my glasses on, high definition.
What beer store were you at? I can't imagine a Dundas beer store has that problem.
I was coming from let's say the liquor store. I was coming up Wilson Street.
Okay.
I was coming up here.
Ancaster.
Yeah, I was coming up just right where the right by that gas station. That whatever.
Oh, that's not a good place to be.
No, it isn't. No, it isn't. Right by what's that plaza? Whitney Plaza.
Whitney Plaza, yeah.
Yeah. Where Right Wingers is and all that?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I saw. So you saw fanny pack. I saw elf ears. What'd you see, Will?
Are we doing what we saw last week instead of what we spent our money on? What'd you see last week? Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, what weird shit did you see?
Who wants to start on the finance front? Who wants to go first, Mike? You got that coffee going, so you may as well fire it up.
I can go first. I spent a fucking shitload of money.
Can't wait to hear it. You got the sound effect?
No, I don't have it.
That was
I spent
one-time use.
I just got my car service today, so that was $120.
What'd you just have done? You just had some stuff like 3 episodes ago.
I just had like service, so just oil change and fucking overall diagnostics. Saw some good thing on the note. Oil sweating on the right side of the engine. Recheck next service.
Cool.
Sounds expensive. I'll deal with it next summer. Anyway.
What does oil sweating mean?
I don't know, but it doesn't sound good.
No, it
I'm
doesn't.
not much of a gearhead, but I am not. Doesn't sound very.
It's probably not like a fucking good thing to happen.
No. So I'm like, okay, that's gonna be. Hopefully, I'll probably just sell it in the winter and be done with it.
Sweating oil. That's
AKA leaking oil.
I think that's what they mean because it's definitely not condensation oil.
Yeah. No.
So, I don't know.
Last I checked.
I don't know. It's more of a me problem. And then I went into this. I was leaving work last Friday, and there was like a golf liquidation sale, like right across the street, randomly, a traveling thing. What?
Did you bring my pen? My marker?
I didn't bring your pen. You were fucking at I showed it to you.
Fucking forgot. You didn't show it to me. You sent me a picture of it.
Oh, whatever. Well, I have it. It's still there. I bought Joey officially a new piece of history. But it was like a traveling liquidation sale. So I was looking for shoes, and like the pair that I wanted were $250 everywhere. And I was like, fuck that. I'll just not have a new pair of shoes. If you buy a new pair of shoes, you're committed for however long they last. So fuck that. I'll just wait till I get a deal. And then I walked into this fucking place after work because I had nothing else to do. Same pair of shoes I wanted, $100. So immediately bought them. And I bought a new shirt, like a golfing shirt. And I was looking at a 3-wood, but then I was sitting there like, I don't want to spend $500
just off the cuff,
right? Yeah, off on a whim. I'm like, I just got paid; it's all gone now.
That's the worst feeling, though, when you just get paid and you walk into a place that has something, you're like unexpected bargain or whatever.
Yeah, and then I go, "Oh my god, you guys here all the time?" They're like, "No, we're leaving on Sunday,
limited time."
Like, you got. If you want something, you better get it now. I'm like, "Fuck yeah, nice sales technique, buddy."
Very good.
They're definitely still there.
Yeah, but then I bought 2 golf pit ball markers. One for my dad, Colorado Avalanche marker. And then Joey, I got him a Washington Redskins. I mean, Washington football team.
Did you see that story?
Football team.
Did you see that story?
Unbelievable.
They took the name away, obviously.
Yeah.
And so the
We
team
decided we're not going to have a new name.
they don't want to rush it, so they're
Washington
not going to have
football
anything. And so
team.
the team put
For
out
how
this
long?
tweet the other day that says wear a
At least the
mask,
season.
and the mask is the same colors. It's the Redskins like maroon and gold, and on the mask, which is maroon, there's yellow or whatever gold lettering. It just says football team. And it's like I think to myself, like, these guys are really going to somehow turn this fucking disaster into a huge moneymaker.
Oh yeah.
Because I'll tell you what I want.
It'd be great.
I want a fucking Washington football team
Right.
jersey.
Oh fuck yeah!
Like, I'll take whatever
Great.
you
Especially
got.
because it's gonna be limited time. They're gonna do it
Exactly.
for a year, and then the next year they're gonna have
I
new
want
shit for
all
people to buy.
whoever
Fuck yeah, it's genius.
whoever came up with that idea
Yeah.
needs a fucking raise.
Yeah.
Needs a fuck. That's so smart.
Yep.
Yeah.
So smart.
The Edmonton Eskimos are doing that too.
I know. I
think,
saw
right?
that
Yeah.
too. I saw that too. Which that kind of bothered me because like that's pretty divisive. I've seen people that are like so against it. It's like it's not racist at all. Like so a lot of people are proud of it. Like
Yeah,
from
yeah.
the Eskimo or whatever. I guess what do we even call? I don't even know what else
Inuit?
they are. Yeah, Inuit.
We talked about this. I think I talked about it with you about how Eskimo means meat eater in that language.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Oh,
I know.
really?
Yeah, which is like not really.
It's like a resilient group of people.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
like
Like,
Redskin.
that's so mean.
Like Redskin,
fuck.
I get it. I don't like, particularly think that it's like super important. And the Redskins did a pretty good job engaging the community. They put out a lot of surveys over the last 5 or 6 years, especially while the pressure was ramping up for them to change the name. Generally, it was, we don't care.
Well,
What
remember
was the
the
response?
owner like years ago, or like maybe like 3 or 4 years ago, was just like, we're never changing.
That's
the
what he
name.
yeah, he
I
said
don't
that.
care what you guys
Oh,
say.
yeah.
We're never changing the
Which
name.
is I like that stance because like I don't really give a fuck about like the initial like message of it, but I like this stance of fuck you guys. This is what it is and this
Same.
is what it's being. I don't care
Yeah.
if it's but I appreciate that stance because I don't like people bitching and then getting their way. I don't like that. It's just annoying to me.
Why would you name a football team after something that sucks? You know what I mean?
Don't.
Like it's not like
The only team they do that is in baseball. Little birds always in socks and
Orioles.
whatever.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
whatever.
That's right. There is a team.
Red
There's
Sox,
more than one team
White
named after
Sox.
socks.
yeah.
Where Red Sox, White Sox, fucking Cardinals, Blue Jays,
Orioles.
Yeah.
Like there's not many. Like what about the Cleveland Indians? Are they going to change their name?
Braves.
They already took off the
They took
Chief
off-
Wahoo.
Which is bullshit. That's like one of the best logos. I fucking love that.
It was a good logo.
It's a great
Yeah.
logo. It's like fuck. I was saying this the other day. It's like they're just everything that I grew up with as a kid is getting taken away.
Should I start a petition to have Nintendo remove Mario and Luigi
It's racist to you
It really
Waha.
is.
as an Italian.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go.
Yeah. What? All you guys are all plumbers.
My grandfather's never fucking said, let's go.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm fucking
He's just
sure.
running around. He hits a wall. All these coins fall out
Yeah,
of
I'm
his pocket.
fucking sure. Fucking
Oh,
sure he's
no.
never said that. I don't know. Whatever.
He just
What else you spend your
fly
money
traps all
on?
over his head.
We kind of interrupted you there.
Oh,
so.
me and Will played golf today. So
How's that?
that's
Who won?
funny.
What'd you shoot?
Not well. I had some good shots. I'll say
Under
that.
100?
I should nope.
I did.
Will did. Will shot pretty good. I started off well, and then I just fell apart.
Mm-hmm. Well, we were walked 18 too, so he was
Yeah.
pretty fucking tired down
Where'd you
the
guys play?
gauntlet.
Chitto.
Oh, that's all right.
But
It was
yeah.
pretty, like I got a good deal. It was probably like $40 a pop.
Did you use that app you're always talking about?
Golf now, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll figure it out so I can pay you.
Yeah, I'll look. But I think what else did I do? I feel like I did something else. I feel like I spent some money I wanted to, but fine, it'll come to me later.
You said you spent a ton. That's only, you're like probably, I
I'm
don't
pretty
know.
deep. That's like at least
That's a-
$400.
Yeah, you're
Decent
you're like
amount.
400 in.
It's which is not that's not nothing.
That's
I mean,
much more than I spent. I'll tell you that.
So what'd you spend?
I can tell you what I didn't spend money on. The first time I've ever done this, came in so hot on a conversation. Probably the most hot I've ever come on in a conversation. I called up Fido and was like,
Oh, boy.
"Yo,
I'm fucking doing it.
I'm not doing this anymore." I was like,
You broke up with them on the phone?
Yeah.
I was like, yo, I know the overages and shit are my fault. I get that. It's my fault. I know that I texted go or whatever, like, fuck, when you pause my data. I know that's my fault, but I'm not paying what you guys want for overage fees. I'm like, this is way too
What
much.
was it?
Okay,
How much was it?
let me stop you there.
Okay.
Let's talk about a couple things. How much was the
Yeah, how
overage
much
for one? Okay, that's what we wanted because we talked.
That's what we want.
We're like 2 episodes removed from me having the same problem. So how much was the overage?
Yeah, but this is my problem always, though.
How much do you pay before the next break in data overage? Like for Bell, it's like 50, and then again at 100.
Yeah.
So like give me the steps, give me the rationale.
Mine doesn't stop at 100. Mine goes, so it goes it says you're at 90%, and
Yeah.
then it says you're at 100%, and then it lets you go over, and then when you're at $50 over, it pauses you, and it says text back, go to resume your data.
Do you think that the $50 overage thing is like, is there a more clear statement on the like financial health of the general public than having to stop people at $50 because after that they might not be able to afford it? Like you might just fucking ruin someone's year if they go more than $50.
But it's
over in
also
data.
like, yeah, but like you shouldn't even be able to do that. Like, tell us when we're $50 over, sure, I guess, but like keep telling us also, because it's not like it's just on them. Like if you just got a fucking bill that was like $600 and they didn't even warn you, you'd be way more fucking pissed at them than if they tell you at $50.
Fuck yeah.
You know?
I don't understand this because I've never had this fucking issue with anything ever in a phone. Never.
No?
Never.
How much data do you have right now?
20 gigs?
Yeah, but
Exactly.
weren't you just sharing data with your parents till
Yeah,
like
but then I
last
got on
week?
my own. No, fucking like I've had my own for like 4 years.
Okay, so you've been there. So you've been on the.
I had 3 gigs, but I didn't like you guys go
you-
through a fuckload of data.
I'll tell you why. I'm in
Yeah.
the basement now, and I don't get Wi-Fi all the time down there. Even
you
in my
don't get
bed.
Wi-Fi at your own house.
Yeah, that's exactly the problem. That's what I'm saying.
That is a problem.
So sometimes I'll be ripping my phone, and I'm like,
Switch your
fuck, I'm
plan.
not even on it. That's what I'm saying, man.
Done.
Okay, so continue
So
your story.
usually I'm just like,
Fired up.
usually I just like, well, just like wait till my fucking plan is up, cancel. I've done this twice. So I was with, I don't even know, someone canceled it, went to Rogers, found a better plan. That expired. I was also paying so many fucking overages for that.
Yeah.
Just said fuck it, canceled it. When it was over, when I paid for my phone, went to Fido, which is what I'm with now. But I'm like, man, all I hear is these like glory stories of everyone like pushing people back and like not like totally not taking like no for an answer and shit. And I was getting pissed too because I was paying like a lot of money.
Yeah. What was
So-
your plan before?
My plan before was 8 gigs
Yeah.
for $85.
Okay. Yeah, that's a lot, but it wasn't a lot 2 years ago.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah. So
yeah,
I thought
yeah.
I was good, but then I kept going over, and it was like when you go over, it's like an extra $10 for 100 megs.
Yeah, it's very expensive.
So it's
It's so
fucking
dumb.
expensive.
It's
Very
so
expensive.
dumb.
So you're better to like upsize your plan.
So it's $100
Then-
a gig.
It's more than that.
Well, what's a gig? What's
It's you're right. No, you're right.
$100
You're right.
a
$100
gig,
The
which
worst.
is
The worst
fucking
part.
Yeah,
insane.
that's exactly what it is.
The worst part is that the providers like Bell in our recent like whatever mix up, Bell will basically tell you when you're over whether it's 10 megs or 10 gigs. They tell you like you can duck these charges if you just increase the data on your plan, but you have to do it in the next 72 hours.
Oh, they hit me up with that every month too.
It's fucking nuts.
And then so I finally called and I was like, yo, this is enough. Like I understand it's my fault, but like you guys are charging way too much. It's fucking ridiculous. Like I'll pay what I owe you, and I only have a little bit left to pay on my phone. I'll pay you that. I'll do that, all of that shit right now, but I'm fucking out of here. Going to TELUS, they have a way better deal. Like they have a good deal right now, like on for the summer. And then she's like, oh, you should have called us earlier, whatever. And like she like talking me down, like talking me off the ledge.
of course.
And I was like,
Who's this? Is this the first person you spoke to on the
Yeah,
line?
fuck
okay.
yeah.
Okay.
And I
You've had
expected
issues with
to.
your phone for a long
Decent.
And I expected for her to be like, okay, we'll just settle up and shit, or like try to talk me down to like a shittier plan or like whatever. But then she came straight up and was like, yeah, we can give you this. We can give you double your gigs for less money.
This is exactly what just happened to us.
Yeah.
First person we talked to.
Yeah. She's like, oh, there's not that many better. Oh, there's this plan here. Like, let me look. I'm like, you're looking at like the plans you can offer disgruntled customers is what you're doing, because none of this shit is fucking advertised on your website.
Well,
Yeah.
the thing is, though, they're not going to give it to you unless you ask for it. Like, they're
Yeah.
going to wring out the rag with customers that aren't doing this. Like,
Oh, fuck,
I
yeah.
never had to deal with this. I had 3 gigs,
Bring out the
and then I
rag.
got 10 gigs for less. I was like, well, this
Yeah.
is ridiculous.
Because
Like,
they're never going to text you and be like,
No.
yo, you guys can
by
get.
the way, we can take less money from you and
Yeah.
give you more shit
Oh, yeah.
if you want. We'll
I
do
fucking-
that for you. It's like, no. We're like,
No.
this guy's an idiot. He's not going to bother.
Exactly. And they're like, oh, this guy's paying like 200 something bucks every fucking month. We're just going to keep taking it.
Fuck yeah. And
How
you
much?
Like 200 bucks a month.
For your
Would.
phone.
What
Yeah.
the fuck, dude?
For your phone.
Not every month, but a lot. If I would go over, if I'm going up north and shit, on my heavy usage month, for sure.
I'm gonna fall out of my fucking
I just
chair.
fucking
I have
paid
never-
2 months and it was $170.
Yeah?
2 months.
No, you never fucking
for 20
pay
gigs.
for one
each.
for one phone. Like for your sister's phone, my phone, the internet, and the TV. The most, even on overages, is like 5 and change.
Yeah, for all
We-
that other shit.
We never pay 200 on a. I don't know what you're doing.
We're not doing it anymore.
I don't know, man.
So what happened?
Welcome to the
So
to
Charlene-
what are you gonna do with all this extra money?
So Charlene's on.
saying.
So Charlene's on the horn with you.
You don't fucking. That's a fucking Charlene. It's
Who
not
was it?
fucking Charlene.
Who
I'll
was
tell you
it?
that
I
much.
know what it is, but it's not.
Yeah, it's not
Charlene.
fucking Charlene. I'll tell you that.
No comment.
But I don't know. So yeah, she's like, yeah, do this and this. Yeah, we'll give you fucking 15 gigs for $70 or 16 gigs for $70. So like, I'm like, cool. Would have been nice to hear that earlier.
Did you get the throttle?
No.
You don't even need it.
That's what I'm
You
saying.
might, but
15?
No, because I was asking her. I'm like, yeah. So like, I'm at 8 gigs now. I go over every month basically. I'm like, well, like, what's my average like usage? And she goes like, on your highest months, it's like 11, maybe to like 10 and a half, 11. So I'm like,
Yeah.
all right, fucking just hook me up with the 15, 16
Yeah, like I
for
said,
$70. And even then she was like, oh, I see, like, yeah, you owe us like from your last bill. I can take $50 off that too. And I looked at my bill and it just says minus $50 first data conflict.
Whatever it is. Yeah.
And it was like, oh, so I could have just called and got 50. Everyone that calls and has like
This is the best
beef,
thing.
they just
Man.
subtract $50
Yeah.
and just like shut you up.
which
and,
is
like,
so
go.
nothing.
The best
too.
thing is
Yeah.
that if you
Just pay you $100 to fuck off.
they
Yeah.
actually think people are so stupid they won't look at the bills because the bills are written in plain language.
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
but it's not that. They
It's
just
conflict or it's retention or it's what like they write it in a way where like even if you didn't know what happened, you would know after reading it. Like, oh, they had to retain me, so they gave me this deal.
and it's not that they don't think that people won't look at it. They know people won't look
Yeah,
at it.
you're
They'll just
right,
pay
you're
it.
right,
They'll be
you're
like,
right,
well, fuck
yeah.
it. We'll have
Yeah.
to deal with like 2% of people that are actually competent enough to take a look at their receipt.
But it's so stupid that they would add that onto my bill or anyone's bill who like disputes it because all it does is like I just put that on my podcast now. So anyone out there that wants $50 off their bill that hasn't done that before, call
All
them up and fucking
fucking
complain.
We'll hit him.
86
We'll
of
hit
you.
him again. We can tag. I'll tag Bell in the fucking tweets.
It's Fido.
And we'll put it or Fido, whatever.
Tag
We'll put it-
Rogers while you're at it
we'll
too.
put 'em
They,
all
I mean,
in.
they haven't done me wrong.
That's it. Not yet. But in 2
Yeah.
years,
Look at
but,
that.
in
I haven't gotten-
but you just got your plan. In 2 years, you might be saying like, I can get 60 gigs for.
Yeah.
What am I don't. But the thing is, I don't fucking need it.
You don't
Not
need it
yet.
now. But the problem is that.
Fuck.
Well, here's how it works. The data that comes through
You
your
guys
phone.
use way more data than I ever.
Wait till you're still single in 2 years and you're on every single dating app.
No, but
Thanks for that.
dude, it's everything. It's like
I'm on Hinge. I'm
It's
on
like when you go on
Christian
Instagram.
Mingle.
2 years ago or 3 years ago on Instagram, you didn't get 1080 by 1080p photos. Now that's all you get.
Yeah, exactly.
And then in
You
2
know
years,
me,
2
big
years from now,
photographer over
the
here.
screens will be better.
Joe, I'm
the
telling you,
phones
man.
will be better.
No matter what you say, I'm gonna use my phone the same way.
I'm
that I use it.
timestamping this. I'm gonna write this down. I'm gonna
Because
save it.
okay, fine.
I'm gonna
I know
tell you.
you're the fucking
you're gonna like
king
blog
of
on
king of
Periscope.
predictions. King of predictions, but I'm telling you, man, what I use a phone for, I don't fucking need 20 gigs. I gave up my phone at the cottage to let the girls go and just freeball it on Disney, on YouTube. Go ahead.
You got the
Watch
throttle
whatever
now.
you want. Yeah, but it didn't even matter. It didn't even put a dent in my data.
Really?
They were using it for like 4 hours watching YouTube videos.
Well, then maybe something's fucked because like I should not have been spending that much on data then because like I don't like rip.
you probably got
YouTube
shit
on
running
my
in the
shit.
back. I don't know.
Maybe,
There's fucking
but-
something going on.
Yeah,
There's something going on.
YouTube videos,
Huge.
even at home though. Like if someone texts me a YouTube video and I'm here, I still just watch it on the computer.
Yeah,
Because
fuck yeah,
I don't
same
want.
here.
I don't want to like. What am I gonna do? I'm doing something else. Got to look down at my phone for the fucking.
Yeah.
Forget it.
I don't even think about it. I just watch it on my phone.
Really?
Fuck yeah.
Oh,
That's
I
it.
never.
I got my bill cycle just reset, and I have
Welcome to the cell phone podcast.
yeah. Well, fuck. That's what Will's spending his money on. Now we're on the topic. Hot topic, man.
You can see Mike spinning up, spinning up.
I've had 5 days. I've used 3 gigs or 2.5 already, and that's just
5
not
days?
giving a. Yeah, 5 days.
That's a lot.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter
You
because
won't-
I'm not gonna fucking touch. I got 17.6 left. It's not gonna matter. But even if it gets low, it's just gonna reset.
17.6 is a lot.
So much data.
That's a
and,
lot
I
of
don't, and like
data.
I'm not sitting out there fucking. I don't give a fuck about it anymore. I got data. It's fucking free.
Do you?
Well,
Do you?
not really,
I was gonna say because you still use like 3/4 of a gig a day so far.
at least
What about?
Yeah,
fine. 20 gigs, whatever.
What about your battle ropes? You gonna talk about those? I saw
Oh,
on
yeah.
fucking either you or Hope's IG the fucking
Oh yeah,
the lunge slams.
yeah. Fuck yeah, that was.
How do you find it?
That was.
You got battle strings.
Oh, I got. Well, I
Thin
got the.
ones. They're pretty. I actually am kind of down. I think.
Well, the problem is you told me what yours were. The 2 inch 30 feet.
2 inch 30. Yeah.
So I wanted that. So then, like Hope called, put them on reserve at some place.
the treadmill place, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Went and grabbed them, got them back, opened up the box, and they were 2 inch handles, but a 1.5 inch rope.
I don't think that's a bad thing, especially because we all have a set
Yeah.
The small ones they're good for different things.
That's what I was gonna say. You get just
Quick
probably
twitch, man.
exactly
Different-
quick twitch or
different
more
fibers,
stamina
man.
stuff.
I've been doing like
Fibers.
shoulder shit, so like having them out here and then doing like little,
yeah,
little
like,
circles.
like I can't do that with
Yeah.
the 2-inch ones.
You
Yeah,
can't
yeah.
do so much with ours.
Yeah.
They're too big.
Yeah.
Like you can't. Like they're good, but like they're only good for like the big. They're like bench press to dumbbell press.
Yeah,
essentially,
yeah, yeah,
right? Like a
yeah.
compound, big fucking let's go, and then these guys like the little just rippers. And you can just start ripping them. Like
Yeah.
I want to use those bad.
Yeah, we
Those
should
look
try
like
those
more
out.
fun.
For sure, but yeah, I've been getting up early at like 6 a.m. and going doing it at the school.
Nice.
Yeah, it's been super nice actually. There's like a picnic table for like step ups and stuff over there too.
Beauty.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Quit creeping on my side.
You're creeping on my side,
Look at
bro.
this. Look down at the situation here.
Welcome to another episode of Footsie
Look at
Pod,
this.
I was all right.
No,
man.
you're fucking
now
featuring a couple of guys battling with their true feelings for each
on
other.
my side of the table. That's
My name is Joey. I'm here with Will and Mike.
Anyways, yeah, so that was pretty sick. They were like, man, they were supposed to be like 280 or something, like, and they got them on sale for like 140.
I guess they're expensive.
I think ours were 110.
I was gonna say they seem
They were
like they
pretty
were pretty
expensive.
cheap.
I couldn't find them on Amazon. I couldn't find them anywhere. So I'm like, I'm gonna
280?
go.
I went back when you told me that.
What? I got them for 140.
140.
When
They were, like,
when you
half
told me that,
off.
I went back to look and see if I could still see the order for mine, and I could. But you're right;
They're currently
completely-
unavailable?
Well, they've been probably currently unavailable, like you were saying, for a year.
Yeah,
whatever,
exactly.
Right? Which
Yeah.
sucks, but they'll come back. Also, like, don't forget, I could be totally wrong about those things just being off Amazon because how many people probably bought them in the last 3 months?
Right.
It's probably way higher
From
than usual.
COVID. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Way higher than
Well,
usual,
gotta
right?
go, especially a bunch of guys like going from like weightlifting and like working out of the gym all the time. Now they can't.
That was one of the first things I did.
People are heavily addicted to fucking working out.
First thing
Yeah.
I did was buy that 100-pound barbell.
right? Yeah, but you're a fat fuck.
Yeah, you
Oh
are a
my
fucking
God.
fat
We
fuck.
should talk about
A
that.
fat
I didn't
podcast.
write that
Yeah,
on the sheet.
I
didn't write
don't
that on
think
the
we
sheet.
should.
David Chester or whatever.
We
the
already
guy's
put it on
name
the
was.
IG.
Why are you
so-
getting? No, you can't give the guy. You can't do the name to that. But we do officially have our first. I didn't want to bring it up, but I
Pure-
think it's fucking
pure
awesome.
sass.
Mike has half a beer.
I thought
Pure
I
sass.
thought it was awesome.
I don't know what to say about that.
you
How about you,
deserved it.
Joe? Would you spend your money on?
This week,
Therapy.
I bought beers today, which whatever. It was like $25.
I did that too.
What else did I do this week? I didn't do much, man. It's been a busy week at work, so I've been trying to kind of lay low and
At
not.
home, you mean?
Yeah, but we're ramping up, man. We're trying to get people back to work, especially the technical staff at the lab. And I really this week I should have spent my money on beer more than once. The couple of days I've had with we'll call it internal conflicts at work.
Should have, eh?
Yeah,
Should have got really drunk.
Really
this
wish I
week,
got drunk during the
whatever,
week.
whatever.
as opposed to working hard.
I didn't spend money on anything, boys. I was good this week. No gas, no nothing. Took it easy. Went to the gym today for the first time.
Oh, you did.
in
He's got COVID now.
3 or 4 months.
Oh,
Yeah. So I
shit.
went this morning at 7:30. So I was saying to Mike before you got here, the gym rundown. First of all, they give you like a page of disclaimer when you sign up for your workout slot.
Mm-hmm.
So Good Life on Upper James is running basically. Well, every Good Life's probably doing this. 6 o'clock is the first slot. 6 to 7. 7 o'clock, everyone's got to go. Staff cleans. 7:30, next group comes in.
Oh yeah.
Et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. They close at 11 o'clock at night.
How
or
far in
11:30.
advance do you have to book it?
I booked everything until next Friday already. So I don't know. Probably a week is the furthest you can go. I would guess that no one's booking for tomorrow today. It's probably
No.
full.
Fucking booking a workout.
It's probably
session.
full. So
Keeps you
Go
accountable
fuck
though.
yourself.
that's okay. So
I don't
I
even
want to get
need
to that
that.
because today I was fucking hustling through a fucking chest and tries like I haven't hustled before. Because you want to get like what do you do usually for bench press? You might rip like 5, maybe 6 sets.
A fuck
and then
ton. That's like an hour right there. or
Exactly.
45 minutes.
Most times it would be. I didn't get
Yeah.
over 185 today. And I know it's been a while, but I was thinking back to like March, I was able to do 225 on my big set. That was the most I was doing.
Mm-hmm.
Today though, forget it. Because you can't, first of all, you can't go to the fountain because the fountains are closed. So
Oh,
if you get
yeah.
a drink, it's at the fucking bench.
Huh. Yeah.
So you don't ever leave the station you're at, right? Which all the
Right.
stuff contributes to a good workout, which I like. The thing I wasn't sure about, and I was saying this
Did you
to
have a
Mike,
mask on?
this is it. You get out of your car, and there's a little throughway between the Fortino side of the plaza and the gym side of the plaza on Upper James. And in the throughway there's a young woman in the morning with a clipboard. She greets you from a distance and says, "What's your name? Are you here for the 7:30 slot?" So you tell her. I was like, "My
You
name's
got a fucking megaphone.
Joey." She's got a mask on.
7 a.m.
She's got the outdoor mask.
Can you
Okay. So she's like, "What's your name?" I said, "Joey." She goes, "Okay, Joey T." Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
Hey,
so you go
Joey
in,
T.
scan. And it's the same as everywhere else you go. Bulletproof glass all over the place. Everyone's got to be 6 feet apart.
Mm-hmm.
You have to wear your mask going in the door. Signs everywhere. Put your mask on. You scan. Once you get past the scan and sanitize station, it's no mask.
Really?
Which
Weird.
I thought was really strange because you're not really stopping anything if you take the mask off when you're working out.
Also, I thought it was mandatory everywhere in Ontario.
Private indoor space. That's not a public indoor space. That's a private indoor space.
But and the thing is too, isn't it with the mask? Isn't that just for like interactions? Like it's for like you wear a mask. Like, well, this is what they're saying. They say you wear the mask, and it's for the person you're interacting with protection, not for
that's
for how it's transmitted through like whatever.
Yeah, but how many times
droplets?
Yeah, but you see people like salivating and shit at the gym and like shit's going everywhere.
When you're blowing, like, you know, pushing through your last set, there's I would guess a ton of shit coming out of your mouth,
and then it's just going on the bench or the bar. Yeah.
So they tell you there's a bunch of new sanitization options available at the. I mean, they're the old stations, but they added basically like extra bottles, sanitary wipes. There's signs everywhere that say you have to wipe down when you get to the station and when you're finished.
Mm-hmm.
They expect you to wipe bars and grips, which with the paper towels they give you is incredibly difficult to do.
Mm-hmm.
It's just rips and sticks and whatever else.
Single ply.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And
cheap shit.
so they got all that. But I'll say this. The number of people in there today, booked full. Tomorrow, it's like your sister wanted to go on Monday, booked full.
Yeah,
Tuesday,
but what's full look like now?
It's probably, I would guess, I mean, I don't know what they would say. I would guess it's 50%-ish capacity.
So like 20 people?
Closer to 70, I would guess.
So can you actually move around people without getting in their way?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
That gym, that Good Life is huge.
Oh,
it's enormous, yeah. So like that gym, you know, at nighttime, you can't move without bumping into somebody, but you can still get a workout in. And that's how much equipment they have, right? They have more equipment than they have space.
I do like that
almost.
gym. I like that gym.
You've been there a couple times.
I like that gym. It's nice.
It's huge. And so like 70 people.
It's not worth $50 a month.
Other thing, yeah, I don't pay that much. But the other thing is
5 times better than our gym.
The other thing is that the treadmills and stuff, so this is the other thing I think about booking in the morning. Most of the time in the morning, you get the shit shower shave crowd, right? The executive workout, the old guys who are going to work, they want to go on the treadmill and go in the sauna for a bit, maybe do like, you know, a set of bench or a set of rows or whatever, right?
Yeah. Just the old checkbox workout.
But
I went to the gym this morning.
But those guys, how many of those guys? I mean, think about your own fathers. Okay, those guys are in their 60s, late 50s.
Big gym guy. Young
can your dad? Would your dad be able to book a workout online?
He wouldn't. He wouldn't do it.
Fuck no.
My dad for sure doesn't know how to do it.
No
So
fucking way.
I'm expecting a phone call in the next week or so because he's going to try and go back when he realizes he can go. And they're going to tell him like, you can't come in here.
Dude,
where's your mask? You can't come in here. Booked, right?
Dude, I fucking come down the stairs. I see my dad. He's just sitting there. I just see his face. He's got his phone in his hand. He's frowning. Just like this. And I come down and he's just waiting for somebody to come through. How the fuck do I do this? I'm like, I can just see smoke coming out of his fucking head because, like, man, I understand. Like,
the old guys have that problem.
Well, the older you get, you want to stop learning. We'll get there. We'll get there.
Oh, I'm definitely gonna get there.
Sure. I'm already there.
We're gonna stop learning new shit.
I don't know how to use the television in there.
Oh fuck no! I don't
know how to use any of that stuff. Your sister,
TV's over.
I tell your sister like, "Hey, basketball's on." I just show her my phone like this. Look, someone on Twitter is watching the game. Can we watch it?
Well, there's like 4 remotes and shit. Like, give me one fucking remote and that's it.
It's always a struggle, man. Like when we're watching the fights or whatever at my house, I can get it on, but like somehow
and it's just getting harder.
Sound doesn't work.
We actually had this conversation leaving your place like a couple weeks ago because you guys were buying a fight or talking about buying a fight, and I was saying to your sister, I'm like, if you had to, with a gun to your head, buy a pay-per-view fight, would you know how to do it? Would you know how to like get it on the TV? I've never even done it. I have no idea how it works.
I could probably.
What do they do? Did they just give you another channel? Like, how does that work? How does a pay-per-view fight work?
It goes on your bill, your cable bill.
But you have to like flip your TV to a station.
It is a pay-per-view channel.
Oh, okay.
You can't go into until like. So like you'll click it on the guide and it brings you to like the payment screen.
Yeah, and then you can buy it, and then when you're just watching TV, it'll come and be like, oh, it's 10 p.m.
I had never considered this.
Click watch now.
Yeah. It's always a win when we get it to work and it's like the fight is on and we pay for it. It's like Nice, guys.
There's like
nice.
a mild
yeah.
amount of pressure.
Get the
every
nachos.
time.
Get the
Every
nachos
time.
out. We're here.
Yeah.
Oh, we're watching it. Good.
All right, cool.
Then it's like
Yeah.
it's even worse when we fucking stream them because like you get it. Like streaming them is like a different ball game. You go in, you're like,
That's
what the
fucking
fuck do I
different
do?
stress.
You go in, go to like this certain website, and then like certain ads come up. You have to click a certain.
No, that's
The
the
right
fake one. That's
X,
the
the
fake
right
one.
X,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's the
Ah,
fake one.
shit! Another screen. Fuck. Finally get into work. Lagging. Fuck.
That's
Get another
great.
one.
Or it's like
That's
going
great.
prime and the fight you want is finally on, and it just lags, and it
Fucked
takes the
up.
entire fight to get it back on.
It's
That
so
is pure
bullshit.
jokes.
That's why it's just like when it's like a huge fight, I'm like, dude, just fuck it. Let's just order it.
Yeah, exactly.
Because like I don't want to even deal with it. I'll just pay.
That's
the
probably what
fucking
a lot of people do.
little chip.
Exactly,
10,
yeah.
15
When you're a
bucks
man of
each.
means,
Fuck it.
you know, like $15 is not that much.
For something
No.
I'm going to
Yeah.
enjoy.
And
yes.
also, how often? Like you get a fight once every? I would guess before
fight
COVID
worth
started,
buying.
probably like once every 2 months you were doing it, something like that. It's
And
not-
like you spend like $50 on beer every weekend. You couldn't spend $15 every 2 months.
also, have you ever fucking been? I went to watch the Pacquiao Mayweather fight at Tailgate Charlie's.
Mhm.
4 or 5 years ago.
Oh my god!
Do you know how much?
Do you guys slip downstairs after for a little fucking? Hey, how are
we
ya?
were looking. So we were looking for a place to go watch the fight.
Liquid
Me-
kitty action.
Yeah.
Me, Kenzie, my buddy Chris, my buddy Phil, John, his now wife, and our other buddy Justin was going to come meet us. Everybody in the city had reservation only for the fight.
Yeah, that fight was packed, and
To
you couldn't
get-
get anywhere.
Of course,
You know what it costs to get into tailgates?
I would say at least $15.
$20.
Yeah.
So I ended up asking a guy I know who owns a bar or used to own a bar what a fight like that would cost the bar. And so it's based on capacity.
Tons.
So if you got like a 400 to 500 capacity,
They gotta pay
a place
like they gotta pay like Showcase or something or
400
HBO like a
400
fat contract.
400
or something.
500 is bigger than any bar in the city. So if you got
Oh,
400
fuck
if you got
yeah.
400 500,
That's like a real sports bar in Toronto kind of thing.
it's like
Yeah.
20K
yeah
for that
fight.
For that
yeah.
fight.
Yeah, that's
If
so
you
make
fucked.
that
if
easy,
you
though.
if you have like a place like Tailgates, which is like probably I don't know 150 200,
Yeah.
it's about 4K. So
Yeah, yeah.
$4,000 to
Just
put the
that-
fight on TV.
yeah. And like if you guys paid, where are you sitting? If you didn't get there on time, you're sitting and you can't even see
You
the
gotta, like,
fucking
look
screen.
through people's heads.
Yeah, exactly.
You can
Did
have
he hit
this
him?
seat with an obstructed view.
Yeah, but you still have to pay the $20 though.
Obstructed
Yeah,
view.
we got fucking my parents, Kenzie and I got our parents Pearl Jam tickets. But we didn't understand. We didn't even look. We just bought them. Oh, these are pretty cheap, like $30 each.
Obstructed view.
They're like around a corner. You couldn't even see the fucking
You
stage.
could barely hear it. They gave you a pair of headphones.
Yeah, here, listen to this CD.
I've never even heard your parents all the years I've known you guys. I've never heard your parents on any night, drinking, sober, doesn't matter, be like, "Hey, play that Pearl Jam."
No.
I know.
I don't know what it. I don't know what it was. It was
Okay.
just a
I like if you were
random
buying it
fucking
for yourself, you'd do the due diligence and be like, we're not. These are shitty seats. Fuck.
Oh
that.
yeah,
What's
We're just- these are
obstructed
cheap
mean?
ti-
But
these
you're
are
also like-
cheap tickets.
You're this in that moment. You're thinking about them opening
they're gonna
being
love
like,
this.
"Oh, Pearl Jam tickets, great!" And then that's out of your hands, and you're just like,
Yeah.
"All right, cool,
Nice.
that's it."
30
And they're
bucks.
not even Pearl Jam fans. It's right. That's exactly
They're not.
right.
They're not.
They're
like
not.
no one likes Eddie Vedder.
I don't
Eddie
like-
Vedder,
I don't-
yeah.
I'm not a I don't like Pearl Jam at
Yeah, he's
all. I
fucking
honestly,
whiny.
I fucking can't. I don't know what it is. I fucking hate it. Some people, it's like people are like they're like Caesars. Either you love them or you fucking hate them.
Yeah.
Caesars.
Yeah, like the drink.
Good. Yeah, it's good. I know what you're talking about.
I
It's
don't
good
fucking.
comp.
I don't fuck
Some
with
people are fucking swear by them, like my Lord and Savior Caesar Christ. Like that's
Amen.
what they're down with.
Do they though?
They love them.
I think they like
Caesars.
to-
I
They
like
love
Caesars.
them, or they say
They
that they
say
love
they-
them.
I would
Yeah.
just argue that
I'm a
anyone who
big fan of
doesn't
the
like a
Mighty
Caesar,
Bean or whatever.
No, but
the
anyone-
fuck that is
the-
crazy bean.
I'll tell you right now,
I hate them.
beans. Anyone who buys crazy beans includes my fiance, soon to be wife, buys crazy beans when they're on sale. It's fucking stupid.
Is it just like a fermented bean? What is
Who
it?
fucking knows what it is? It's a pickled bean.
It's a pickled bean.
With like they
Pickled
just throw,
bean with,
they,
like,
they
spice
throw,
on it.
they throw a little
Marketed
hot sauce in there, and they're like, "Here,
A marketed
yeah.
vegetable.
$10 a fucking jar."
Vegetable.
Yeah.
And can you grab me a crispy boy, Mike? And so the other thing I'm going to spend money on tonight, Phil's coming down, and I told him he wanted to go down to Augusta, and I said, we're not fucking going down to Augusta. It's COVID. If you want, we'll go to, yeah, sure.
No, you can do
Oh, you want me to do it?
Yeah, look at that.
Whoa, holy shit.
Thank you.
That's
I'll let you do
fancy.
that.
Instead of going to Augusta, we'll go to the yet to have been visited by me, at least, the Shoeless Joe's rooftop patio over on Upper
Oh,
James.
yeah.
Close. It's close. Mike's got the inside scoop. He worked over there for a bit.
Mm.
Not at the bar itself, but
No, he didn't. He's shaking his head.
No comment.
Don't
But it's a
bring
nice
you into
patio.
this, eh?
either
it says
way.
it's nice. So we're
Nice
gonna go over
patio.
there, and I'll probably spend $20 or $30, I would guess, on some.
That's
Do you have to
all? That's all you think?
reserve a spot?
I don't know. We went
It's
on
Friday
more
night,
than
bro.
30
Yeah,
bucks.
we went on a date last Friday, Kenzie and I, and we tried to book.
Joey did. Me and Joey did.
We tried to book tables,
dating.
or I tried to book tables Friday during the day. None of those places in Upper James are taking reservations.
Oh, really? Eh?
None. It's
Yeah.
all first come, first serve.
Mm.
And
You're
there
gonna
and
go
every
at prime
patio is
time on a
full.
Friday night.
Every patio is full.
You could miss the dinner rush and come before the.
That
late
place
night
honestly
rush.
isn't that busy. Like we went there.
Shoeless?
I've been there once, and it was like we went there on a Friday night, right prime time. In like I don't know, it wasn't. I don't know what it was. It might have been.
What the fuck are
maybe
you
September.
creeping up to the mountain for?
Well, it was for a buddy's birthday. He's like, I figured this was a neutral spot. I'm like, dude, you live down the road.
Yeah, no.
That's why you did it. You could just said it's close to my house. This isn't right in the middle
It's
of
his
everyone.
birthday.
It's- yeah, I know, but
neutral.
it was just funny he said that. I was like, no, it's not. It's just close to your house, which
More
is
like
fine. It's your
ultra.
birthday.
It makes more sense. Yeah, fuck yeah. It
But
might
it
as well be
was-
close to one of your houses.
Yeah,
why
well,
would you
well,
both travel?
Might as
you
well
know?
be close to the guy whose birthday it is. We can get hammered.
What's the birthday etiquette for picking a location?
There isn't one. You can come or not. That's the etiquette.
I like that idea.
Oh,
That's
fuck
mine.
yeah.
That's
I'm
what I
not
do every
placating
year.
to anyone for my birthday. Not that I ever do anything for my birthday.
You
This
don't.
year I
I've
went
never
to the
been to
drive-in.
one of your
You
birthday
never do
parties.
Because I'm usually up north. And this year I went to the drive-in because what the fuck am I going to do? And that's
That's true.
drinking.
Yeah, you did just turn 29.
Yeah.
Happy
Next
birthday.
year, though, you got to do something.
We'll see.
Way to
Well,
go.
whatever.
30th birthday, you have to. Emerson Pub's a great 30th birthday spot.
You really keep pushing that place, eh?
I
Are they going under or something? What's going on with you?
Yeah, Joey's
I don't know.
It's like his family
You
member
got a
owns
stake
it.
in it?
Am I a
His cousin.
10% stakeholder? Hard to say. I don't know.
I don't know. I would see for me, I would much rather go to like Montreal with a girlfriend for
Yeah, that's
my
good. Yeah, you got to do.
birthday.
That's what I mean. You got to do
or
something.
Ottawa or
for
like
sure.
something. You know what I mean?
For
Like I'd
sure.
much prefer doing that. That's
I'll
what like
third
I
wheel with you.
Yeah.
Sure.
All right.
Fuck it.
I'll fourth wheel with you.
Yeah,
Mm.
we're all coming off.
Kenzie,
You guys can
Kenzie be the
couple
fifth
up.
wheel.
Yeah, me and Joey will go together. Kenzie can tag along.
We'll find
Yeah.
a nice Groupon hotel deal, a place that has.
Hopefully with a steam room.
I just
We're
want
not
them to
staying
have
in
a
a
coffee machine
hotel.
in the room.
We're doing Airbnb.
I'm not staying in a
No
fucking
way,
hotel.
bud.
Airbnb, man. If I'm going to Montreal or Ottawa, I'm Airbnb.
Old Montreal's
sure.
Old Montreal's so nice. I've never stayed there, but I want to soon.
It's pretty nice.
Without Oshiega this year, I was saying to Ken's that we should just go to Montreal for the weekend anyway.
What?
We should just go to
Oh,
Montreal
fuck
for the
yeah.
weekend anyways.
For sure.
Why not?
Maybe not now.
We have
but-
I think we have something to do that weekend. I forget now. Or your sister's going up north or something.
obligations of the 30.
I don't know. Should we get to the list?
Yeah.
The rundown. The first item is Dave Portnoy, Barstool Sports guy. Somehow, some way, this is a guy who fucking spends all day trading,
Mm-hmm.
eating pizza, and he's fucked every day by 4:30 or 5 o'clock doing the golden hour nooner review or whatever it's called, some kind of hard
The
seltzer.
fuck is he doing? Just reviewing the sunset?
He fucking.
He's got a following.
It's like a daily.
yeah,
It's like
he
a
does.
daily recap.
Which
As
people
if-
are
as
fucking
if
eating it up. He's
they are.
fucking smart.
He's got tons of content and people fucking love it.
He's
and,
smart.
And so he interviewed Trump yesterday. One-on-one interview with.
He's not even an interviewer.
Do you know the number of people who have sat one-on-one with a sitting president? It's less than 50 people probably.
Mm-hmm.
It's less 50 people.
Yeah, cool. Because like you think about it, during their presidency, how many like times did they grant one-on-one interviews?
And also, like, the guys in the media hang around through different administrations. So it's the same guy doing like 3 or 4 presidents.
Yeah, but do you
Yeah.
think
One network.
If you were the president of the United States, obviously, I mean, potentially not. It could happen. But if you were the president somehow,
Never know.
not gonna happen. But anyway, if you were, who would you rather sit down with? A fucking obvious media bias, or like somebody like that?
It's Portnoy. It's Portnoy.
You know, like
Yeah.
the guy's just gonna ask you whatever random shooting the shit question.
But he's like a live wire. They're like, what kind of a president are you? Like,
He
if Obama
questioned-
wouldn't be like, yeah, I'm going to sit down with this guy instead. Because
you
they
hear
know
the-
what that guy's going to say.
Did you hear the questions he asked him? Like, I only heard one question that he asked him. Portnoy has a notepad with him, like this. He's just like got
An old
scribbles all
liquor
over
bag
it.
with him?
Yeah. And he's like,
That's
he's,
notes here.
he's just like talking to the guy across the table. He's like, do you love Twitter? Do you love it? Do you love doing Twitter? And Trump is like, sometimes I love it too much. It's
Yeah.
like that interview is probably so fucking
good.
good.
I wonder if he got more truth out of Trump because
He's
Trump
being real
sees
with him.
Trump sees him as like unbiased, not with an agenda.
No
For sure,
manipulating,
for sure.
just asking him questions, just
Yeah.
because we want to know. Like as people, like a lot of like the younger generations listen to Barstool Sports and do all this shit. So he's just gonna ask you fucking what? You just give us an answer. We're not gonna ask you like a manipulative question where if you answer it wrong, you're fucked.
Exactly.
We're just gonna ask you a fucking straight across the board
Like
question.
it's like just a conversation.
It's which is dope, and it's like, okay, cool. I would, if I was the president, like if I was in that position of like that pressure of like media, I'd rather do that. Like, yeah, this guy's just gonna ask me just fucking lazy fly, like just like slow pitch question, just hitting.
Also, like
lazy fly.
It's exactly right. It's like he can't go wrong.
Yeah,
he's just answering. He's answering the way he actually thinks because there's no political consequences to what he says.
That like regular people want to know.
It is,
and his PR person was probably like, "You got to do this, man. You're gonna make yourself look so much better if you come off like kind of real and like as a real person on Barstool. You're gonna win a lot of younger people."
He retweeted Portnoy. So Portnoy.
That's also another good point. That's for sure. He's getting the younger votes. It's a good fuck, man.
But he retweeted Portnoy tweeted the interview today in 3 parts. Like I said, I've yet to watch it, but I will tonight or tomorrow. Tweeted the interview in 3 parts, and Trump retweeted all 3. Trump's got like you want to talk about rabid following? Barstool's up there,
buddy.
But Trump.
Oh yeah.
And so the other thing I want to
I like how we instead of talking about this next week when we've all watched it, we talk about it before any of us.
No,
because you already know happened. You already know it's going to be good.
No, it happened.
You already know it's going to be good. And so
that's going to be good.
So Barstool does a podcast. I think I've talked about on this show before, Token CEO, where Erica Nardini does like an hour or so every 2 or 3 days, and she talks about the state of affairs at Barstool all the time. She's going to for sure talk about this. And I want to know what she thinks about it. I want to know how it came together because I never see Portnoy tweeting at Trump. He doesn't mention Trump during the day. He doesn't mention any of this shit during the day. And so I just wonder, like, how did these guys link up? How much behind the scenes?
He's got a big name.
Yeah, but like a big name is one thing. A big name, you know, if Portnoy wants to talk to, I don't know, if he wants to talk to Elon Musk, he can do it in a week. But you can't use a big name to talk to the president in the Oval Office.
But you don't think, man, it's because it's fucking July. The election's in November.
I don't know.
Trump is definitely like trying to win over younger people. That's what I think.
He is for sure. I just think I would think they'd make him jump through more hoops than that.
I wonder if
how long does it take to clear Portnoy's like security record to put him in the same room as the fuck? Like even that takes time.
But I wouldn't be surprised if the Trump administration like went to them and asked for that interview.
I'm dying to find out.
And not the other way around.
They wouldn't even be. I doubt Barstool would even
I don't
be able to say that.
I don't think it would be that. I don't think it's that far fetched, honestly, because I just don't think it is. Like what we said earlier. Like there genuinely is no media bias. It's Barstool Sports.
Yeah. They're just like shit.
We post whatever we want.
Yeah.
You know, like they obviously placate. They don't even placate. They just like the only thing that I've noticed about Barstool, I unfollowed them because it was just too repetitive.
On Instagram?
Yeah, it's just too repetitive. I'm like, I don't need to see the same shit every fucking day. I'm like, this is tired. I'm done with it. But like they don't give a fuck. There's no real filter. They don't fucking care.
No.
So it's just like, okay, fine, fuck it. We'll just do that.
Portnoy says all the time on Twitter, they're uncancelable.
Pretty much.
They can say anything, do anything, and
they can.
Well, it's because they have the same values as their followers. So, like, if they post some weird shit, their followers aren't going to be like, whoa, guys, I don't know about that. They're all going to be on the same fucking page.
And that's the other reason I kind of unfollowed it, because I was like, I don't really... Like, the videos are fucking hilarious. I like the people that are producing the content. I don't like the people that are, like, following the content or, like...
Well, I don't like when people are like, "Yo, let's do this. Try to get on Barstool."
Yeah, exactly. And I'm like, I don't want to be a part of that community.
In defense of those guys, Erica on her podcast, basically for every Barstool personality she interviews or talks to during the show, they do like 15-minute hits every week or so with someone else who works at the platform. Every single person she interviews got their start with exactly what you're describing. Let's do this and try and get on Barstool.
Oh, probably.
A guy fucking...
I don't think this podcast would be fucking jokes if we got on Barstool. That'd be hilarious if we were on that network.
Jokes.
But like...
How would we get on? We got Dave.
What do we got to do? Go on a video and fucking jump through a table?
Dave.
We got to jump through tables. We got to fucking smash those Heineken mini kegs and not drink a sip of beer.
There was a guy who works at Barstool now brought a fucking tiger to the Barstool office unannounced because the elevator goes right into the office. He showed up with a fucking tiger.
What?
How's that?
What the fuck?
Mini kegs ain't gonna do it, boys. This isn't 2014. Yeah, we gotta have like there's gotta be a flyover in an F-16 or something like that.
Holy fuck!
Or whatever.
One of us hanging on the wheel.
Something has to be going. Yeah, I'll do anything you want.
I just hate that like whatever you do, no matter what, whatever it is you do, at the end, it's like you got to chug a beer. Or it's like not getting on Barstool.
Yeah.
I hate that shit.
But that's the falling,
It's
right?
it's frat boy.
That's
shit.
exactly what it
like
is.
we're older than that now, so you kind of look down on
Well,
it.
Portnoy is
I'm not
older
looking
than
down
that.
on it. It's
You know
just-
how old Portnoy is?
He's in his 40s, right?
43.
Yeah.
I'm not looking down on that kind of shit. I understand it. Like we did it when we were that age, but I'm not even that far removed from it.
No.
You guys
Like, it
were.
was, I can see it.
You
like
were.
it's in
You
my,
were
it's
shocked.
still in my rear view.
Yeah, your rear view 3 weeks ago. You were shotgunning beers.
Yeah, but like I mean, no, but yeah.
By the
Well,
fire in your party
I'm like
shirt.
fucking. I can still like touch the fingertips of it, but it's like kind of like I don't want to fucking.
Yeah, but you
do it
shotgun a
anymore.
beer because you brought it down to the dock and there was us three sitting there, and I was like, you won't shotgun that, and you did it. You weren't like yo film this shit. I'm gonna send
No,
it in.
and that's
Like,
but that's the thing. Like I'll just do it for you guys to make you laugh, but I don't fucking care to put it on the
Exactly.
internet. Like
Yeah.
But like that's the thing. Like that right there is what I don't really like about it. Is a lot like people are doing shit for like major amounts of attention.
says the three guys who started a podcast.
That's everyone though.
But
Mike.
we're not doing mindless 15-second videos. We're putting like
Yeah.
we're having hour and a half to 2 hour conversations about shit that we're interested in.
I no longer think TikTok is mindless because I tried the other day to make like a decent TikTok video with like the video
Were you
we have,
dancing?
and like the like pictures we have, and I
Uh-huh.
couldn't figure it out. I couldn't do it.
Oh, it's not mindless because it takes.
I couldn't do it. So I don't know how it works.
I don't
And so
think
this is the same as the television. I don't know how to use it.
My girlfriend doesn't know how to do TikTok either. She
Says
downloaded
anybody,
it and
man.
like, doesn't
You
get it.
can't do
They
it. It's
tried to
hard.
fucking do that. Will and I were like out at one of his girlfriend's friend's house, and they were like, "Oh, we'll show you this fucking dance." And we're like, "Holy!" I was sitting there, I'm like, "No fucking
We're
way."
gonna show you
Yeah.
how
I'm
to
not
dance.
watching this, and if you ask me to film it, I'm
What time-
throwing your phone in the pool.
What time of
Yeah.
night or day is this?
They've been drinking
It
all
was
day,
like
and it was
2 a.m.
late at night.
Okay, all right.
So yeah, but it was like, oh
Fair.
my god. But like, no man, like there's people are fucking clever on TikTok. Like I think they're like I've seen like it's always on my Instagram feed. TikTok videos like whatever.
They're well made.
Oh,
the
yeah.
ones that make
Man,
it big
they're
are pretty
fucking
well made.
hilarious.
Yeah.
They're so but like I refuse to get it because I know it's just gonna be another distraction. I'm gonna be on it for
Yeah.
hours. Because you like that shit is endless entertainment.
Mm-hmm.
You can sit there and watch people just be idiots. It's
It's
the
like America's
shit
Funniest
ever.
Home Videos
It's the best.
on loop, and it's like our
You can't- and
generation.
You're
of
never
stupid
gonna
shit.
run out of content.
I
Yeah.
honestly didn't realize how it worked until I got it. But now the other thing I noticed about that app is they fucking hook you in as soon as you open the app. So even on my phone, if I have like the slider switched to silent,
Mhm.
it'll cut everything sound wise, no matter what the media
Yep.
source is, Instagram, whatever. If I open TikTok, sound. Doesn't matter if it's on silent, sound just fucking blares.
Yeah.
Like, and I
It's on
just
low
think,
volume, full.
How is this
And
like? How is this possible?
I know.
are these
How is it
guys doing
possible?
this?
Exactly. And it's like I know. I did notice that.
Bypassing.
Like when my girlfriend opens it up the app, it just starts playing.
Yeah,
And then when
immediately.
that video's done, another one to start.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
then
they just
another
keep
one to
going. They
start.
just keep
Yeah.
going. Can you not like pick categories on it?
I
You do when
No, I
you
have no
you do when
idea.
you start your account.
Oh, you have to
You do when
like,
you start your account.
register.
Yes, and then also, so I read
I'm not
a
getting it. I'll be
story.
fucked.
I read a story on Reddit. I think I talked about this on the show before. This like engineer basically ripped apart the code, and
think he talked about this last week.
yeah, last week or 2 weeks ago, and he
Oh,
exposed
it's
it
the
like
Twitter thing.
exposed. No, this engineer on Reddit ripped apart the TikTok code.
I don't
And was
think
saying-
we
and
talked
was saying,
about
like-
Oh, Twitter.
and was
okay.
saying like so much data is being pulled off your phone, you have no idea. But one of the other things he found was that your first TikTok video is gonna get at least 500 looks
Oh yeah.
with no. Doesn't
Really?
matter.
Oh, just because they put it on there.
They hook you on that
Right.
number, and so
True.
our first video had like something like 750 looks,
What?
which is a lot. And then so the ones I put up subsequent to that are like 200, 300.
Hmm.
That's
You know what I
fucking-
mean?
Those are looks though.
Yeah, they are looks. That's what I mean. Like it's good for the show,
It isn't
but
bad.
but if you were a teenage girl and you saw that first number was 700,
Oh,
and if you
yeah.
and if you were
Oh,
a teen
yeah.
and if you were a teenage girl, you wouldn't cut at 700. You'd
Fuck
cut at
no.
like thousands probably, right?
Oh,
Your
fuck
first
yeah.
one, you'd just be chasing that dragon the rest
Oh,
of your
yeah.
time on
That's
TikTok.
smart. That's fucking smart. Man.
Very
Yeah.
smart.
That's
very
smart.
smart.
They're fucking selling validation like crack.
Insane.
Exactly.
That's
Insane.
hilarious, man. Like, man, that's actually fucking so genius.
You don't realize the stuff that goes on behind the scenes.
just
in a lot of these
completely
apps.
manipulating humans, like young
Oh,
minds.
yeah.
Like, completely. That's fucking jokes. Because like that's literally what it is when you're selling drugs.
Yeah.
You'd be like, oh man, here the first hit's free.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Here's first 1,000, like 1,000. Like imagine going from Instagram and like getting like I don't know. I've gotten over 100 likes on one picture.
Same.
But it was at late in my Instagram career, and I just didn't care about it anymore. I'm like,
Yeah.
whatever. But if I would have got that early on, I would be fucking a different person, probably. Honestly,
Oh, because you're gonna constantly try to get back there. Because your next one's like
stream of likes.
yeah, you get like 50 the next time.
So-
You're like, oh fuck, man, now I got to do better the next time.
Or like the people we talked about on this show before who fucking get 50 and take it down.
oh
That's
yeah,
Like,
So yo,
that is out of
I've had
control.
Instagram for 7 years. December 31st, 2013 was my first post.
Wow.
okay, I'm around there too.
2013.
I haven't deleted a single post.
Was I around in 2013?
Yeah, you were. You
Was
were the
I?
one who made me get Instagram. You're right in the picture.
Oh fuck, there
You
I
were the
am.
one who
Yeah.
made me get
Oh,
it.
that's all my friends at your parents' place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and I didn't know what I was doing. I had no idea what Instagram was. Joey's like, oh, get Instagram. I'm like, okay, whatever. Because Joey was about it.
Yeah,
This is when you were fucking, what, 24? When you were like 29 years old?
2013, I was 26.
So, but you were like right into it though. Like and you'd had it for a bit. Like you were deep in
I got it when I was like 22.
So,
or
like,
23, yeah.
imagine if I posted one picture and it got, like, for hypothetically, I might have had, like, 30 followers, but, like, because
Yeah.
I just got it.
Yeah.
But even, like, I remember when I first got it, like, and, like, it shows up, like, your friend just got Instagram. People just start following you. I'm like, sitting there, I'm like, holy shit. From, like, Facebook. I'm like, people like me.
The
Yeah.
engagement
Right,
thing is
right
nuts,
away
yeah.
initially, right? And then imagine, like, I don't know, like, I didn't really ever get that many likes. Like, I kind of, like, I got a bit, but, like, I don't add anybody extra. I keep my profile private.
mm-hmm.
And all that shit. So I don't have that many followers because I try to keep it personal.
Mm-hmm.
But if I got like early on in my career, if I got like, I don't know, if I was getting hundreds of likes
Early in your
my
career.
career, exactly, my Instagram career,
Yeah.
yeah. If I was getting hundreds of likes, I'd be fucked right now because it would affect my head.
It would change
Yeah.
your outlook on
For sure.
posts and stuff
for
like
sure,
that.
because I'd be careful and I don't want to put, and you stress about it, which I never did that.
Some
Yeah, I
people
know.
do, though.
My
Oh,
Instagram
fuck
is
yeah, they
so
do.
down.
Yeah.
I honestly nowadays, if I were to post an Instagram, I'm not just gonna post a stupid shitty picture. To be
Yeah.
perfectly honest, I don't post enough to like, not to like throw away posts because like I don't really give a fuck anyways. But like I would rather be nice than
Yeah.
not be nice.
I try and use Instagram as like a bank for shit that I want to look back on in 10 years.
Yeah.
That's a good way.
that's
to do
what
it,
I've been
yeah.
trying to
should
do.
be
That's
for.
what I've been trying
That's what
to
it
do.
should be for, and that's what
Yeah.
Will and I were talking about today. We were just about to go golfing. There was like 4 girls.
Oh,
they
fuck.
were in their teens, like they were young chicks, like maybe just in high school, early high school.
Yeah.
And they were taking pictures, like, but it was like one girl was taking a selfie, but then they
Ashton Oak?
had another person taking a
Ashton Oak.
picture.
Ashton
Ashton Oak, yeah.
Okay.
And I'm just sitting there, I'm like, it's such a different. When you see people doing that now, it's such a different. I get such a different opinion on them because
Yeah.
they're not making memories. They're seeking validation.
Did we not just talk about this the other night, or were you already gone at the stairs? There was a girl at the stairs who had like almost nothing on, and Kenzie and Sophie brought it up when we were stretching. Like, did you guys see that girl? She was taking apparently selfies with the stairs going down behind her,
Oh, I see
Oh, of
people
course.
doing
and
that.
she
So many
and she
people do
only
that
and she
shit.
only ran the stairs like once.
Yeah.
She like
Yeah.
snaps the pic.
She
and
went
then
there for
see ya.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Look at
but,
me,
like,
I
that's
crushed
what we're
it.
saying.
What?
We're saying that like if this was like 20 years ago and I saw these girls taking pictures with like their digital camera or a fucking one of
They're
those
making a memory.
You wouldn't
Yeah.
have thought twice about it.
one of those like what the fuck disposable camera.
Yeah.
I'd be like, oh, that's cool.
They're
like,
taking a picture.
Fine, they're taking a picture for themselves. Now people take pictures for other people.
for validation, and it was such a
That's
weird
fucked.
like perspective. You're like I look back, I'm like, you fucking loser. What are you doing?
Yeah,
But that like and what I was saying to Will earlier was like I was at a buddy's house, like my buddy he just wrote his bar exam.
Yeah.
So we're celebrating that because that's an accomplishment in itself.
Huge.
Just getting there, right?
Yeah.
Forget who cares if we pass. Like getting there is crazy. But
I think he
anyway-
might care.
Well, he does obviously, but I mean it's an accomplishment in itself to get there. That's
Yeah.
fucking sick.
Yeah, it is, for
So
sure.
congratulations to him. But we're celebrating that. I guess we're just having some drinks, playing this baseball game at beer pong.
Yeah,
but
I love
it's
it.
Probably the best game I've
Oh,
ever
it's
played.
a great game.
Best game I've ever
The one where
played.
you can like steal bases if you just
Play
start-
flip cup.
Oh yeah.
Great. I never
remember
played it.
Oh yeah, I
Fucking
played that
awesome.
a couple
yeah,
times.
yeah, it's a great
awesome
game.
fucking
It's,
game.
you can't be too drunk. A lot of rules.
Well, it only
Yeah.
takes fucking one round, like
Yeah.
a couple innings, and you're hammered.
It's pretty good. It's
Mhm.
pretty
I showed
good.
up with 3 beers. I'm like, I'm drinking. I'm driving. So I'm not like fucking. I'm not.
I'm drinking. I'm driving. All
I
right,
have
guys, I'm
3
drinking.
beers.
I'm
I had
driving.
3 beers from when I got there from 3. I was gonna go home at 9.
As soon as I'm finished
Uh-huh.
drinking
So I was
these,
gonna
I'm
have a
driving out of
beer
here.
every 3 hours.
Yeah,
I was hammered by 4:30. I'm like, I'm leaving my car. Fuck it.
that's such
Hammered.
a you thing
Hammered.
to do.
I showed up with the best intentions. Fucked it
You
over
can't show
so
up at
quick.
a party in the
I didn't know what it
summertime
was. I didn't know.
at 2 p.m.
I
and
didn't
be
know.
like, yeah, I'm driving out of here.
Anyway,
Unless you're leaving at 2:30.
The point of the story was the homeowner just goes, "Hey man, like it was just a bunch of guys there. He's just like, hey man, I don't want to be weird, but like, do you guys mind if we get a picture? I'm not posting it anywhere. I just want to have this one. He's just about to move into his house.
Disclaimer.
Yeah, because that's what
I
you have to do
appreciate
now.
the fuck out
I
of that
did
disclaimer.
and
Me too, but it's weird.
I don't think it's weird.
It put a good vibe on the picture. I didn't feel weird. I didn't feel like I had to be candid. It was just like it was a good picture.
And let me guess how many times you took it.
Once.
And then we took up different groups of people. Like, oh, this guy took the picture. I'll get out, take it, get him in there. Like one of those.
It's not just like, oh, do this. It's like, oh, no. Take like 10.
One picture.
Take another one. Like, let's do a jumping picture.
I like that. Or the laughing picture.
The whole thing took 5 minutes. We got like 8 pictures, different groups, couple double ups, whatever. 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Done. Not spoken of again.
And they probably didn't surface on Instagram
Nope.
at all.
That's what he said. I'm not posting it because like a lot of guys are like,
So what's
oh,
he gonna do with it? Just like
he just wants to put it on his wall. And
yeah.
That's it.
Cool.
Yeah, exactly.
It was just like it was like it reminded me of like
Old times.
yeah,
man.
just like remember when pictures used to be just for memories?
Fuck yeah. Man, that's what I do now too. And like my girlfriend, she does post them on Instagram a lot too, but she does a lot of like, she says like she'll takes a lot of pictures because we don't. She's like, you never take any pictures of anything that you do or we do.
So
or like with your friends.
like that too.
So she's like,
like
I'll take all the pictures. I'll get maybe a post 1 or 2 like of me like from my Instagram, but like now you have all these pictures also of yourself and your friends.
I appreciate that because man, my favorite thing is our buddy Lucas. We would go to the cottage and he wants to do like photography. Or like that's what his hobby was. He's got a sick camera. He wouldn't say anything. He'd just go off in the distance and just start taking pictures.
Candids though.
Yeah, and then but they were like legit candid photos. So it's like actual memories of like us having hilarious laughs.
That's good.
And, like, it's not bullshit. I'm like I don't care to post them. Like if I'm posting pictures, I'm posting them because they're always the best.
That's valuable stuff, man. The older you get,
you go through the Dropbox, we're looking, and then it's
that's so great.
It's like you're going through. It's just so nice.
There's like hundreds of them on the Dropbox. You're just like going by them, and then like you just see one.
You guys
like,
share a Dropbox.
I remember
with him?
that.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah. Or it's like I don't remember that. There's like a picture like you just your jeans are just ripped off, like this in tatters. I'm like, and then and the next one's you holding a knife. I'm like, oh, Mike just cut his jeans off that night again. Yeah, I remember that.
Fucked up. We're just fucking wasted, and it's like you're not thinking about it. You're just like having a good time, and then like somebody takes a picture, and there's like this weird pressure.
Yeah,
I don't like. I'm like, this isn't what a picture. Like that's why I always
the pictures of your parents show are always like that. Like when we look at pictures of your parents' place, it's always what I think. I'm like, these pictures are so good.
They're great,
and no one is like posing.
No.
They know the skill.
They sit there like, hey Jeff, here's a picture. He says,
but it's crazy. It's like they know there's a camera there, but they just don't care.
Well, because the thing is, back then it's like, oh, this guy's taking a picture. No one's gonna see that.
Yeah,
I don't give a fuck. I'll do whatever I want.
Like my best friends, I have an envelope of pictures.
Yeah. If you
choose, you can look through them.
If I want hundreds of people to see them, I'm gonna have to drive to 100 people's houses and show them those pictures.
It's crazy. Like it's
different time.
It's weird. It's weird, man. I don't like it. Like I'm upset because I want those memories. I want those pictures because they're great, but I don't like the vibe from pictures now. It's like weird.
Yeah, it's different. The stuff you see on Instagram always has like, there's always like a question about the motive behind the photo.
I love when you see it and it's like live in the moment, all this. I'm like,
bullshit.
You are not living in the fucking
exactly
moment.
That's like one of 400 you took, and that was the one you liked the most.
You wanted to capture a fake moment that you made up.
It's filtered. Even like your sister.
Bullshit.
Your sister was telling me that the Photoshop app you can get on phones, even the free version, like the thing will completely change a photo with almost no skill requirements.
Oh yeah,
it's geared for people who have no idea what they're doing.
Yeah,
it's like you want to change the sunset, smooth skin. You want to remove somebody. You want to like thin somebody out, tan someone.
Oh, the tanning.
It's all like, fucking right there for you, and it's just like
crazy,
thumbs, and that's it. Nothing else to it. It's a piece of cake.
Stupid. Like,
different time, man. It's different time.
I guess, but it's like that's the one thing that I'm not on board with because like I don't. Why? But why? Why can't you just like we can't take a picture anymore? There's like like the simplest app. You're just going click.
Every time this guy goes.
Well, how? You have a fridge at your own house.
No, I don't just leave it open. You got fucking weak magnets. I just slam it
What?
I slam it on, man.
Oh my god.
I gotta get those extra strong magnets. Trust me, in my house, no fucking fridge to be left open.
I would fucking hope not. That should not be a habit you should have. I can honestly say I've probably never done that.
Whatever, man.
Not my house. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, whatever. I'm fucking warm in here.
Yeah, turn the oven on.
You guys out. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't like it. That's why like I made an extra effort to make like just mock Instagram with mine.
Yeah.
Because like if, like mine it's getting better, but it's like I care about what I post, but I still post shit to make people laugh.
Yeah,
Like,
for
that's
sure.
my whole.
You got to toe the
thing.
fine line.
Yeah, but because I don't want to just post shitty photos,
Yeah, of course.
but I want to post things that make people laugh because that's kind of what I do.
Yeah.
I
You
don't-
don't want to sell out.
But like, if I started fucking posting like,
A selfie?
sure, like that would be rock bottom.
I know.
That
I
would
know.
be if I did, like I don't know, I would be. What would happen? What the fuck what would happen in my life?
Imagine you posted a mirror selfie.
Well, I'll tell you, Mike at 27. If Mike at 31 posts a mirror selfie, Mike at 27 would go out, get his gun license, go out, buy a gun,
And
shoot him in the knee at least.
at least. Yeah.
At least the knee.
At least, yeah. You deserve some pain for that.
I fucking hate it.
Oh.
I mean, I guess, sometimes, there's one time it doesn't really bother me is when some guy or some girl who's she was out of shape and she got in shape and she's or he or she got in shape. That doesn't really bother me. I'm like, yeah, good for you.
Yeah, that's fine.
You fucking, you want that image. You're doing it. Good job. You put the work in. Fine.
That's fine.
Fine.
I still don't get, I would never do it still.
No.
Because it's I'd rather, we've talked about this before, I'd rather you live your life and then people who haven't seen you in a long time are like, oh
You look
shit,
great.
you've been working out.
You look great. There's no better feeling than that.
Because if they see it on Instagram, they're not going to mention it again in real life.
No, they double tap the screen, effortlessly commented on it.
Yeah, then that's fine.
You look great. It's okay, fuck.
That's,
I
yeah.
kind of wanted more from that. I want a genuine response if I do something. Even, I don't know, people are buying houses now.
Yeah.
They're posting the sold sign or whatever, and I still fucking question it. I'm like, did you buy that house or did you have help? Are you leaving pages unturned or what's going on?
Homeowners insurance.
Are you sure? Did you buy the whole thing? Is this yours or did you just want the Instagram?
Exactly,
You just want this? There's a lot of shit people aren't saying.
Fuck yeah, there is, because they're showing their best life or their fake best
Their
life.
highlight reel. I'm
Reputation matters more than it ever has. The problem is that no one is really doing any back check on any of this stuff.
I am. But I'm doing it in person, face to
You're
face.
doing it with people you know, but think about people who value the posts they see from quote unquote influencers. There's no way to check if the girl with 10,000 followers who posts pictures of her six pack is actually doing the workout she's posting, for example.
Oh, right? Yeah, that she probably first of all isn't. Second of all, I don't really give a fuck about that because I don't care about that because I'll never know if it's fake or not. But when I know that it's fake because I know you in real life, that's when it pisses me off.
That does suck.
You know?
Do you call people on that? Is it worth it?
Depends how big of a thing it is. If I know them really well, then yeah, I definitely call them out on it.
There's a guy on my Instagram who buys tons of fake brand name shit. Rep brand name shit. Rep is short for replica. I don't know if you guys know the rep fashion game.
Are we just trying to be young, Trying to stay young?
No, man. I have looked more than once because there's a couple pairs of shoes Nikes that I really, really like, but I'm never gonna pay $1,000 for them.
Yeah,
but I would pay
Why would you?
But I would pay 110 for them if they're good quality and had the same look.
Sure,
I'd buy them.
Well, 110 is a reasonable price to buy sneakers.
But they're
1,000 is absurd.
But they're
saying fake.
They're
ones.
fake though, right?
Oh.
And so this guy posts pictures all the time where he's got the newest off-white Jordans,
right?
Off-white
Yeah.
Those things. First of all, you can't get them, so I know they're not real because there's just not enough supply. Second of all, it's one thing if you post and say they're reps or whatever. I like the style, but if you post and say new heat, got these fucking grailed or whatever, or StockX with the tags, everyone who looks at reps knows that StockX ships tags with their fake shit. Why pose and pretend like you paid full price?
Because you are maybe in the 10% that knows that.
No, but how this is something we talked about on the show on a number of different fronts. But how is it
t-shirts.
possible? Gucci was another one. How is it possible that you would do that and just also be able to
live your life,
talk to people, sleep at night, all these things, right?
It's narcissism. It's also you're so insecure.
You'd be guarded all the time, right? Because you'd never know if someone was going to call you out on something.
Dude,
so how can
there's a slew of mental problems that comes with though.
Yeah, and the thing is too, I don't hang out with people like that, not because I choose not to. If I had a choice, I would hang out with them because I would have a fucking heyday.
It'd be funny,
It would be so much fun. I'd be like, oh yeah, is that real? Let's talk about it because I have no
scuffing up their Yeezys and shit.
I've got no problem confronting like a pathological liar when they're lying about dumb shit like that.
Oh yeah.
It's always dumb shit.
The only thing that I've honestly found it difficult because I know it was not going to be a good finish is when somebody lies about their sex life. I just let them have it because I don't care. I'm like, okay, yeah,
we're not going deep.
You also can't
we're
like
not going
prove
deep on
that
this.
either. You know what I mean? So like you could be like,
it's just like, okay, man, yeah. I'm sitting there. I'm like, it's one of those. I'm just sitting there. Even if you're there or you're there, I'll look at you and be like, oh yeah.
But everybody
look like, but if I'm by myself and they're doing it, I'm just like, yeah, hey, nice.
because imagine if you were saying that,
and like,
if you were saying that at a party and some guy came up to you and was like, yeah, right, bud.
yeah,
You'd be like, what? I'm not lying. You know what I mean? Like, but like put yourself in their shoes. Like you can't really prove that they're lying, you know?
But you just
Obviously you know.
You just know.
Of course you know.
The worst part is that
doing it, they're not saying
no, but the worst part is that everyone at the party also just knows.
Yeah.
But they're too much of a baby to say something about it.
But like, what are you gonna do? Because it's your word against theirs, and what you know their sex life better than them.
Well, this is what I mean. That's why I asked. Like, is it worth calling people out who you know are being dishonest? I would say personally that it's not.
I don't know.
Depends what you're shooting.
Me and Mike did it once. I could always stick in my head about some guy who definitely lies a shit ton. We were at a party. This is probably 6-7 years ago, and he loves to just ham up stories, hyperbolize everything. And he was out back, kind of holding court, telling the story that he thought was like the shit.
He's spinning a yarn in the yard there.
Yet, but me and Mike were in the story, and this gets me even more. We are there.
You're in the story.
We are part of it,
and you're there for the retelling of the story.
and he was lying about it. And it's like, bro, so you're lying to all these people while me and Mike are here, knowing you're lying about it, and just expecting
you guys are in on it, right?
expecting us to go along with it.
What a fucking idiot.
And we were like, no, man, that didn't happen like that, man. Like, and you can play it off like, no, I just forget then. Like, how about you tell it? But it's like, no, you were trying to ham it up for all these people here.
Do you know what the worst part about that is? The worst part is that if like,
Well, why?
well, that's one.
You
piece.
just tell the truth. Like, it's a better story if it's the truth.
That's one piece, and also like if you got a couple of buddies there, like I know me and my friend group that I've had for my entire life, man. Some of the stories, your sister will say this too. Some of the stories that we tell when we're all together and drinking, the stories are not really that good. But when we tell them and we're laughing about them, they're fucking, it's a good story because we all remember like all the stuff that went on and that you like have the perspectives of the people there makes the story good.
And
you don't have to lie about a bad story.
And
it's the people you're with that make the story
game of
good.
telephone you ever played.
Yeah,
right?
man.
Yeah.
When you're sitting there with like a guy you kind of know and he's like lying about it, you're like,
come on.
I don't know. I mean, fuck it, I guess, man. But like, I mean, you're controlling the room, but like, come on, man. At least be honest.
It's
like,
also weird because like they're telling the story, and if you and like say we're sitting here, and this guy, there's like two other people here, and they're telling a story. One guy's telling the story.
Yeah.
And we know he's probably lying. He's building this huge finish, and then he hits us with like the punchline, and none of us react because we're all like, probably didn't happen. Though.
You hit him with the wow, that's crazy.
Exactly. Exactly. And I'm like, man, like,
so that gets your point across enough, I think.
But like, man, and the thing is too, like pathological liars, they will still go for it. Even if they'll try to trick you. They'll try to make you, even if you were there witnessing it.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, oh, yeah, but like, this is what happened. Like, no,
because they just hope you won't say anything.
Exactly, and they don't want to look like stupid. So
I don't think that's it. I think they honestly want you to believe them.
Maybe
because they
gaslight you a little bit.
It's like. It's a legit mental thing. Like they want you to believe their lies, even though like that's like the ultimate lie. If you can make someone
that's the Mount Rushmore of lies, you think?
Yeah. If you can make someone who was in the situation believe this bullshit you're spinning when they were there, that's like a feather in the cap for a pathological liar.
Other thing.
Here's altering history at that point because then now that's
say whatever
the story.
I want.
And everyone else might repeat the story like that. Right?
Exactly.
The worst part is that these guys who get the wow, that's crazy. They don't realize that that's a cue to like shut the fuck up because that's all they ever get. That's crazy. So that's all they know. They're like, fucking hit that one out of the park.
Man, I got-
again.
man, I got-
another wow, that's
It's like, dude,
crazy.
You're playing,
Yeah.
You're playing slow
Sick.
pitch
People
and you're
love
still
this story.
striking out.
Man, I
People
got
love this story.
crazy stories.
I'm gonna go do another
craziest stories.
I'm gonna go do another jackknife in the pool. It's
Yeah,
gonna
exactly.
be sick.
Check
Yeah.
this one out.
Like just
Oh, cool, man. Yeah, that's
Man,
crazy.
It's fucking crazy. Like it blows my mind.
the worst part is that I think everybody, three of us for sure. I count myself in this for sure. I still have friends, not friends, but like people I talk to once in a blue moon who I know are just fucking not telling me the truth about stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Right
You know we're doing. You know we're doing video. You know we're doing video.
He's blocking out your ugly mug, Joe.
He stacks up the.
The boneyard.
Jesus Christ! Make sure you shut. Make sure you shut the fridge when you're done. The worst thing about this is that we all have friends who are like this, probably still,
Uh-huh.
and may not be like close friends, but
We can never, honestly, the thing about that is you can never get that close to those people.
So, but like you still see them all the time, though. Probably, like
Yeah.
I still see guys, not anymore, but I also don't live the same place I grew up or see like my high school or university buddies. But you guys do.
Yeah.
You live the same place you grew up, and so you still see. Like I know at your birthday, I see those people at your birthday once a year, Mike.
Yeah.
And so like I know that you got buddies,
coming.
maybe not at your birthday, but at parties you go to where you see the guy who's like talking too much shit,
Yep.
kind of an idiot,
Oh, yeah.
kind of like, you know what I mean?
Local.
Oh,
So
fuck
what,
yeah.
yeah,
It's all-
he's a
well, it's all they
townie.
have.
He's a townie.
Yep, fuck
So what?
yeah.
So what do you do? Like, what's the fix for that? Because I don't have it. I have said things to people on the side and had like,
There's no fix. There's band-aids. You can get yourself out of the situation.
Yeah,
That's all
exactly.
you
Yeah.
do.
you just leave like the story corner. Like that's what you do at the
No,
party.
Fuck yeah.
you learn. Okay, this is honestly. I think I'm fucking super good at this.
Here we go.
Like not meaning to toot my own horn, but like in social situations, I can get out of them so quick
Do you know why?
because I've been in so many of them.
And you can just be like, going for a cigarette.
I can do that, but like I can be like,
going for a
oh,
cigarette.
it's great. It's a great crutch, but like now I'm not smoking anymore.
You go for a piss. That's I always go for a
Fuck
piss.
yeah. See, Will knows the game.
Go for a piss, or I'm like, I see my girlfriend. I'm like, oh yeah, my girlfriend just got here, or just like
Anything. Be like, oh hey, one sec, man. I gotta go talk to this guy.
Do you know what's a really, really, really good one? You like fucking flip it on them. You see like a girlfriend or a buddy and be like, oh, I gotta get her out of this. I'm gonna go over there. I gotta get her out of
Oh.
this. Because I'll see Hope like talking to someone else and I need out of this. But I know I can just pretend that she needs out of that.
That's a good. That's a good get.
I've
yeah.
been, man. I'm so bad for this. Like, it's just because I don't care. Like, worst case, you're like upset with me for a bit, but I can just talk my way out of that. I can be like, hey, man, you see that girl over there? She looks, just see ya. Just gone. I'll just walk
Lot
away.
less
Just
finesse
fuck
to
it
that
off.
method,
Because
eh?
I don't care what's gonna happen.
That's
Yeah,
right.
I know.
You in the
What's
last
gonna happen?
in the last couple of years, Mike, I've noticed your sort of polite tact for people you don't really know that well or don't care about is completely gone to
It's
zero.
gone out the window.
It's
I don't
gone to
care.
zero. Yeah.
Well, what's like? I'm not being
It's great.
that much of a dick. I'm
It's
just
great.
Being like,
No.
yeah, oh yeah, all right, man.
I
Just
think
fucking
it-
with you. Just-
I think it was.
See you
I think it was.
later,
I think it probably started at football when I think probably last year, or the year before, you insulted a man and then also insulted his father at the game. That was the yellow team maybe a few years ago.
What happened?
I can't remember. I think you were rushing. I think, and a guy gave you a little bit of a hard time, and you said something to him, and then his dad stepped in, and you just also spit some knowledge at his father.
What are you gonna do? You want to fucking?
I don't
poke the bear?
remember the exact story, but I kind of think that over
Nothing
the
happens.
I'm glad Will agrees, because otherwise I'll seem like one of these guys who's spinning a fairy tale. But
Maybe I wasn't there.
definitely your tact for those situations has gone to.
It's in the
negatives. You're in overdraft
always
now.
been zero.
It's good though.
I don't care.
It's
Yeah.
good.
I don't have time for this.
That's a great fucking outlook on
I don't
that.
have time for
You're
this.
right.
I don't waste time talking.
We
to
should
you.
all do this. We should all.
Well,
do
it's going to
this.
be a very cut and dry world.
But I feel like I don't know. There's other ways that you can get out of it easier than
There's
not
polite
maybe not
ways.
easier, but like I don't need to like make this person think I don't want to talk.
like
to them.
less consequential.
Yeah. Another one is like, oh, you just crush your drink and be like, I'm going to get another drink.
See ya.
Yeah.
There's tons of moves, and honestly it is dependent on the person. Like if it's someone that I just don't like, then
Yeah.
I'll do the hey, what's that over there? All right, obvious distraction. See ya.
Yeah.
It's like it's just I'm
Oh,
like,
if I don't like
what am I
them,
gonna do?
then
What am I
yeah.
gonna do, man? And like you notice it at not so much like my birthday or anything like that. Like those are the people that I want.
I only brought that up because like some of those people I only see once a year.
Yeah, but like it's like Cactus Fest or Busker Fest when you go down to the fucking Collins.
Yeah.
And it's all it is it's a
Ah.
reunion and it's just fucking small talk all night.
Yeah.
That's when I'm doing Hey, what's that? All right, see ya. And
Well,
you
'cause
just
it's like, I
bounce
wanna
up,
go-
I'm never gonna see
Or you got
you.
enough people in the group that you could like bounce from person to
Oh,
person.
where'd he
right?
go? All right, whatever. And
Yeah.
they don't
Oh,
notice
yeah.
that like you just completely
Yeah.
fucking bounced on him.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You do that, and he's like, "Oh, this guy, he loves trains too, man. Yeah, they tell him about your train, and then you just fucking dip."
This
Smoking
guy
dope
actually,
and playing
this guy
with model
actually,
trains,
he
good
built a
fucking fun.
500-meter model train set in his parents' basement only last week. You're
Did
gonna
you
love
hear
talking.
that?
And then it's like, "Yeah, push you. All right, see you later."
Did you see this guy? All right. Anyway.
take care.
Yo, hey, he really wants to talk to you. Just
Yeah,
shut up.
yeah.
What? All right, see ya. It's like you can do so much dumb shit and like there's no repercussions.
Counterpoint to this. At a party I was at last week, I was having a good conversation with a buddy of ours who we both know. We're not going to talk about his name, but we were both pretty messed up. It was like probably 12 o'clock or 1 o'clock, and we were having a deep convo.
Messed
about,
up at 1 p.m.
it was Pete. I was talking to Pete at Pete's birthday, and we were shooting the shit. And
What's up? Why?
I'm not gonna mention his name. It was Pete.
it was Pete, and we were shooting the shit at his birthday, and like the party behind us is laughing because they think me and him are just fucking drunk yapping at each other or whatever, right?
Yeah.
So the counterpoint, the other side of the coin, maybe I should say, is that there's a lot of people who go to parties who don't really have anything to say.
They just like to observe.
And they just like
Yeah.
make fun of people who are enjoying a social moment with each other.
Right.
So what do you do about those people? What's the fix
Nothing.
for that?
Who
I
cares?
didn't do anything that night, but
You
I just thought like, why are these guys laughing at what?
You just
We're
let
having
them.
a conversation. These guys are just sitting there boozing, not talking to each other.
Just let them.
Yeah.
Like
you let
what?
them.
It's a fucking waste of time.
You let them.
Yeah.
you
exactly.
do let
That's
let
what you
them,
do.
but
That's it.
it's interesting that this sort of like misunderstanding of a situation exists on both sides of the coin.
But
But you got
that's
one person who doesn't understand that he's talking too much.
Yeah.
One person who doesn't understand that they're
Not talking enough.
yeah, they're just like not engaging with the rest of the people at the party.
Yeah.
But I think that like
They're
at
taking up
least
space.
from that perspective can also be looked at. I'm sure that it wasn't this, but like when I see someone at a party get roped into a one-on-one with someone they obviously don't want to be roped into a one-on-one with, and now like we are all chilling, and that one guy is sucked into a one-on-one with some guy who sucks, then I'm like, yo, look at that shit.
This
That's
just-
fucking jokes.
It's the best.
Yeah.
It's the best. I feel so bad, but it's so fun, man. That just like did that not just fucking happen recently? I feel like it did with us. Oh no, definitely not with you because you haven't been drinking. But like that's definitely happened.
No, it
like,
did.
It did.
Pretty sure it
It
did.
definitely did because
At the
I know
college?
exactly what you're talking about. Yeah. Right. It did happen,
Which isn't
recently.
fair because we like this guy.
I like him. A lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, it happens though. Like
Exactly.
He does it to everyone. And
You're
it's
just at a
like-
different
no, but
place maybe than he is.
No, and then the thing is too, like there's it's not even just that. Like it happens all the time.
All the time.
People that there's like they don't recognize social cues. Like I am so aware of that.
So aware.
And man, I'm like so aware to it to the point I'm like I'm looking at their if I'm saying something that someone isn't interested in, I'll just call them out. I'll be like, oh, you're not interested in this? All right, I'm gonna bounce.
Yeah.
Because then it's fine for both of us.
Exactly.
Because I'm insulting myself.
Yeah.
while
Yeah.
exiting the conversation.
I wish more people were like that. More
It's
people need
perfect.
to be like that.
That's
Like,
the
exactly.
that's the
It's
old
perfect.
that's the old agree and amplify
All
technique.
right, see ya.
yeah, it's like, oh, we're gonna dissolve this. Cool.
Yeah.
Exactly. And he's just like sitting there's like, wait, what? I didn't mean that. I'm like, dude, I don't care. Like, clearly, I don't care.
Doesn't matter.
You want to save this? You want to save this? We can keep going.
Like, I can go forever.
I got a lot to talk to you about historical train sets.
I'm just trying to read social cues, which a lot of people don't do, which drives me mental.
Yeah.
So this might be the right time to talk. We're about an hour and 20 minutes in. We got
Hit our second point.
5 more things on the
Yeah,
sheet.
fuck. No,
so
we're
that
not
was
hitting 5.
so we just finished Portnoy versus Trump. We can't get to any of these other things. We're not going to talk about this shit.
Got a note though. Remember that.
Yeah.
Okay, do you know? Yeah.
Right now?
Yeah,
Hour
why
and a half
not?
in,
Sure.
yeah.
We're going to go
All right.
another half hour on that. May as well start now.
Yeah.
Here's the note.
Would have been nice.
If you guys can read that, probably.
Fucking
That
peeled
was
it off. He peeled it off the
It can't be a clean sheet.
the original
No.
book. I didn't write down a single
I'll
time
read
stamp.
verbatim what I wrote. See if you guys can get this.
So you wrote this.
I
At,
wrote
what time is it now? It's about 7:45. You probably wrote this at about 6:15.
Yeah, but I had it in my head a long time ago. So this is what I wrote verbatim.
That's all I got.
Better to be the worst in the best class or the best in a worse class. So what that means is this is his point form, so I can remember it. So would you rather be? Would you rather be?
Oh.
This point form, you know, that's this college thinking right here.
Yeah. You
Get
only
the
had
fucking
so much
gist
time.
of it and then
yeah.
go finish it. So would you rather be like the worst guy of like a group of better people or the best guy in a group of worse people? Do you know what I'm saying?
I just want to let everyone know this will be available on the Two Whites in a Blue merch
page.
store.
The original
we'll be printing
limited
that. We'll be
edition.
printing that on T-shirts.
I'll even
fall.
sign it.
I'll give you a story about this.
Do you know what I'm saying? Though?
I do.
I do. 100%.
I've told this story a few times.
It's an important question because I think
it's very important. You're right.
because I think a lot of like you would think like egotistically you want to be like I'd rather be you because you want to be the best version. I'll be the worst guy in the best class, but I think a lot of people honestly would rather be a best guy in a lower.
Oh fuck
class.
yeah! That's like the shorter term way to think about it.
Do you know what I'm saying?
For sure. Yeah.
Do you guys know? So we talked about.
I know how both of you guys think.
We've talked about like youth sports before. My dad, probably when I was like 22 or 23, one of these nights where I thought I was a big shot, had a bunch of girls over at my parents' place.
You thought you were a big shot?
No
way.
Hard
Weird.
to believe. And so
At
my dad
5'7",
before my dad was
barely reaching six.
before my dad was completely against me drinking and having.
Dude, you're like a dolphin that can't breach water.
I
like you can't do it.
Like under the ice.
Yeah.
I've been breaching. So before my dad was against me having fun, he used to go out like, whatever with my mom or with his current girlfriend and like go get coffee or whatever. And he used to bring back like Mr. Grande pizzas unannounced to my pre-drinks, right?
Who's the real big
Fucking
shot?
right.
And so it was,
exactly.
it was
Real
the,
big.
and
You're the
my
big
dad,
shot?
my dad was a hit at all these things. And I remember in teachers college,
It's not.
I had like a number of girls over at my house who came from like Toronto, Buffalo. We had like an end of the year little drink at my place. They all stayed over. It was a nice time.
Is this true?
Yeah. And so my dad got home and they were asking
That's
about.
crazy, man.
They were asking. They had never been to my house before, and they were asking about. That's crazy, man.
That's really crazy.
They were asking about the pictures
Oh,
in my dad's
crazy.
living room. There's a lot of pictures of me and my brother playing sports over the years,
Okay.
right? And so it's hockey and basketball. And my dad came home and this is the first time I ever heard him say this about my athletic prowess or maybe lack thereof. They're asking him like, "Oh, was Joey good at hockey and basketball?" And this is what he fucking said. He said, in basketball, he was probably middle of the pack, but he was in the top tier of players.
Right.
That's where he really improved. And he was saying like when we used to go to games, especially in high school, like parents used to be upset when they saw him coming to the gym. Like their kids are losing that game. Didn't matter what the other kids on the team did. I would take him to a fucking dub. But in hockey, you know what he said? He's like, Joe was always the best player in the second tier of players.
Oh yeah.
And that was the first time I ever heard him say it.
He's the B plus.
And I'll never forget it. I'll never.
C average.
He's like he was the best player in the second tier.
He's a,
I was like, it just crushed me.
Yeah.
It was so much.
you were the head of your applied class.
yeah.
Like I was just
straight
and
up.
meanwhile, I was thinking like I was the assistant captain a couple of years in house league, like made a hub team one
House
year.
league.
Yeah.
Like I was like, I thought I was okay, Like, I thought I was pretty good.
But that's
it
just like
turns
a
out-
straight reality shot.
And that was my dad, like, giving me his parental observations from the last, 20 years. Like, basketball,
I thought I was okay.
basketball, you're a killer. But hockey, no one was afraid of you, man.
No.
You're just another kid on
Less
the ice.
than a
in
threat on
hockey.
the ice.
That's
Exactly.
jokes.
Exactly. So that, in my view, I think about those years, obviously. And so for me, which one did I prefer? I ended up picking basketball.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was always a pretty good
Of course.
hockey player, but I ended up picking basketball.
I
when
got you
was-
more clout, and you were probably better at it.
I think I was better, but also like especially
You're
as a-
running with the fucking wolves. You're
exactly.
not running with the fucking
I always
height, like
the,
whatever.
the gains I was making year over
Wild
year, even not being the
dogs.
best
They're
player,
the Coyotes.
was huge.
You're playing with like fucking house pets in fucking house league,
I know.
man.
Yeah.
I know. Don't remind me.
Like fuck. Like I growing up, man, I always was like my dad. When I first couple years of hockey, I
Can
was
we talk
like,
for a bit about how he decided that was the moment to lay this on me in front
perfect.
of all my
It's a
friends?
great play.
Fuck
Just
yeah.
absolutely he was
Great play.
and he was probably eating the corner piece of the pizza while he did it.
He's probably because he probably saw you getting a little like a
Hey,
little
that's exactly
swagger
what
on.
happened. That's
Big
exactly
cocky.
what
Yeah.
happened.
Cocky.
Fuck.
And he fuck. It's a great
Terrible.
Surprised he wasn't like, yeah, you were shit at basketball and shit at hockey,
Great
bro.
move.
Yeah, fuck
Like,
yeah.
my
man.
dad never gave me fucking credit in front of anyone ever. He barely even gave it to me. Never. I get a hat trick and like 4 assists. Be like, yeah, you played all right, I guess. Like,
Yeah.
A couple mistakes there.
yeah, remember? Yeah, he would be like, yeah, nice goals, but did you remember this shit when
Yeah,
you fucked up
exactly.
in the corner?
Open
Yeah.
ice mistakes.
Man, I always grew up being like the worst of like bottom of like a better group of people, which is I'm completely okay with that.
Top tier.
But the bottom.
Okay.
But that's okay with me.
Okay.
Like, I have no problem saying that.
Similar boats, man. I was middle of the pack.
Because like I would prefer, because then if I do go back, it's even the same with work now. Like if I were to go, I would rather be the shittiest guy in a good company.
Oh yeah.
And then if something happens and I get let go or whatever, God forbid. But if it happens, I don't think I'm like that. But right now, if it does happen, you're saying it could happen, and I go fucking into any other company, I'm gonna be I know so much shit.
And the culture around you.
I'm just like, dude, what the fuck are you guys doing?
Exactly.
Am I gonna be leading fucking shit, no problem.
Yeah. Well, they always say like you want to have the shittiest house in the best neighborhood.
Fuck
right?
yeah.
The same type of shit.
Same shit.
Exactly the same shit.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's just important to surround yourself with people that are better than you. Because like I notice like sometimes when people are like, yeah, but like compared to this guy, I'm doing pretty well. It's like, yeah, but that guy's a fucking schmuck. And
like, why set the bar so low?
Yeah, just because you're doing better.
Always look up.
Yeah.
Stop looking down.
Don't be saying you're doing better than this guy who's doing really shitty. Because if you're doing worse than him, your life is fucking trash.
Yeah.
And
it's like, and if you're just, you gotta always look like we were saying today. Like I said this to Will probably on like I don't know the fucking 15th hole or something. I was like, I've set my bar. I've set it too low. I think I should set it higher. I'm like, I aim for $100K a year. I'm like, why didn't I just aim for like 150?
How did you set your bar?
I just had like I think realistically as opposed to like
I don't.
But you didn't
which is good.
But you didn't base it on your friends, right?
No, I based it on the career path I chose and now I'm looking at it like. But all I did was I had a goal in mind and I didn't really. I was just one track as opposed to like. I was talking to a guy I work with today and he was just like, I'm like I wanted to make 100K. He's like I want to make 250. 5 years, I want to make 250K. And so I'm like, how the fuck are you going to do that? I'm like, oh, I know how you're going to do that. You can't just do it working.
No.
You have to have other shit. And now I'm looking at other shit, right? I'm like, okay, I need to diversify. I can't just make 250. I'm like, why? And the other thing too is like, I'll shoot for 100 and I'll be okay making 80. Why am I not shooting for 150 and make 120?
Exactly. It's an
interesting question.
You're going to be much more happy.
Set the bar higher.
Yeah. Well, the thing is like, shoot for the stars. If
why not?
You miss, you're still up in the clouds.
Exactly. So, I'm like, why am I not doing that?
What do you mean?
Fuck 100K.
We can never utter that statement again on this show, and we can never agree wholeheartedly with that statement again on this show.
Why?
Shooting for stars and landing on clouds. This is not a real thing. Stars are very far away. If you shoot for a star and land on a cloud, you've really missed the mark.
Yeah, you've undershot.
Yeah, maybe we just shoot for the moon. You land on a cloud, you're a little better off. But if you shoot for a star and land, you got a lot of problems.
Bro, if I'm shooting to make like $100 million a year and I end up making like
fuck yeah.
If I aim for make like $100 million a year and I may end up making like $500K, I'm fucking psyched.
Yeah,
all right?
I like your like that's what I'm saying.
This is why we talked about a couple weeks ago the house thing, right? This is another way to make income. Talked about things we can do together.
That's why this podcast started, is because like
we want to make more money.
No one like not people but more so because like I've been interested in this kind of shit for a long time, and you have too, and you have like
and I'm trying to get into it.
You're interested in getting into it now. So like
you're almost a year in now,
but like no one else wants to hear me talk about that shit about our friend group for the most part. Like to be straight up, like maybe one person. Other than that, no one else wants to talk about this kind of shit. So like if I'm not surrounding myself with those kind of people, like I'm finding myself having to like be motivated myself. I have to do all this shit myself, doing all the research myself, talking to myself about this, like just thinking about it myself.
That's why I wanted to do this podcast with you guys, because I was like, fuck, I need help. I'm not just going to be reading books on them. I mean, it's fucking dry. I need to like liven it up. This is like the best way for me to learn. And I've learned a shitload. Because I was saying to Will earlier today also, like we talked tons today. It was just the two of us walking on a golf course. We're fucking shooting this shit for 4.5 hours.
Golf's a hard 5-hour day.
Primo for that. And I'm talking like people that talk to me now, I'm finding myself in situations where like people have to watch what they say around me because I'm now calling them out because they're wrong financially. I'm like, no, you guys aren't right.
Whereas like a few years ago, you would just be like, I don't know, sure.
I have no idea. Now I have like a little bit of an idea. I'm like, holy fuck, I'm making progress just by fucking doing some free-based podcast.
Hey, it's incredible though that the people who were basically operating with impunity as far as what they were saying to you and your friends a year ago really know nothing. They know nothing.
But I also knew nothing.
But I've also been in that spot too. Like I remember like 6 years ago, probably when I first got into stocks, 6 years ago, I would be talking some shit, and I'd probably like ridiculous saying some shit. But I don't know. Who knows? But
Ridiculous is different than like knowing that you don't know anything, but just hoping you know more than the people you're with.
Yeah, I think it was more so unrealistic shit back then.
Well, you're fucking full of piss and vinegar. Like something you found like an interest in. You're just like, like my whole life, I'm like, I'm gonna be a pro athlete. I started playing golf. I'm like, I'll just be pro golfer. Fuck it, it's that easy. Now I'm like 8-9 years deep into it. I'm like, I don't know.
So let me ask you guys. This. There's another quote that is sort of sister to this one, and it's
this one
sister to that one. Yeah. So it's
who fucking wrote this quote?
It's
Einstein.
It's if you're sitting at the poker table and you don't know who the mark is, you're the mark. So how do you prevent yourself from getting into that situation
learn the game,
where you're in where you're in with a bunch of people who know more than you, have more than you,
keep sitting with them,
but without being taken advantage of or losing your footing.
You're gonna get taken advantage
I don't think you have to though.
You do. Because that's how you learn the best. You can sit there and read the rules and learn the game of poker the best.
I'm not saying you don't take your lumps.
No, but that's how it is. You can, like I said, you can sit there and learn the game. Like in poker, for example, you can sit there and learn the game, know all the rules, know all the hands, what's the best, what's this. But you're not going to know shit about the game until you play the man.
Right.
You know the whole fucking game, but you're going to be a trash player until you can play the man. That's way different.
Yeah.
Like I've played poker. I'm okay at it.
Playing the man is a great way to describe that.
That's how you do it. Like that's how you like. You look at like poker. Like on paper is a game of chance. Sure, but why is it the same fucking guys? Like I watch pro poker.
Yeah, there's like 50 people winning all the time.
The same fucking guys at the last table. The pros. These guys know how to play the game. They know how to they know when to hold them, when to fold them. They know how to do all this shit.
Know when to walk away.
It's a crazy game. Man.
Know when to run.
I've noticed it. Like I do. Like I play with guys that are like they're so good, and it's so irritating because I just want to fucking play. I throw 10, 20. But I fucked up last week and I played. I didn't even realize the situation. I look in. These guys got stacks.
Is this when you left your car at the party?
No. The night before.
Okay.
But
good
so
weekend.
I go in. They got stacks of chips, and I just like I'll buy in for $10, and I got like this little stack.
You should have just given them your money. And
that's exactly what I did.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I didn't care. It was $10. I wanted to play a few hands. I knew I was fucked.
Yeah.
But I could hit.
Yeah.
I could hit.
Yeah.
I'm like, I knew I was losing, but these guys are just looking at me, and I just like looked at my hand. I'm like looking at my hand. I'm like, all in. And then I just looked at my hand before the flop or anything. Just shoved my cards because I didn't care.
So how do you what's the best way to put this? We're all in similar life situations. So how do you make sure that as you we've talked a bit on this show before about like comfort and the downfalls of being comfortable. At least I talked about that in one of the intros that I recorded independently.
Complacency. Yeah.
Complacency, sure. So how do you combat and sort of fight complacency in terms of the friends you're with, the people you surround yourself with? How do you do it? Because like in school you had opportunities to kind of see who was doing the things you were doing, or in the gym, or in your social life, or in your professional life. All these, but as you get older, it becomes even more difficult. So how do you find people? Like we're pretty lucky. I think you guys add value to my life, and so I think most of the people I talk to add value to my life. But if you didn't have that good fortune to find people who did that, how would you do it in your late 20s?
Well, sometimes you got to lead the pack yourself. Yeah. You know what I mean? Sometimes,
but you don't want to lead the pack, right?
Why wouldn't? Because then you're not that motivated.
But you don't want to be the top tier. You don't want to be the top dog in the pack.
Yes, you do. You don't think
I think it's better to be the worst in the best
that
class.
was just posing a question.
But this is right, though, right? Like,
but why
if you're the smartest guy in the room isn't smart enough. That's what people think.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so you're saying
find a better room.
So I'm asking you, where do you find the better room?
Oh, where do you find other people?
How do you do it?
How do you network is basically what you're asking?
Yeah.
I don't
Pretty
know.
Much.
I just know as many people as I can. I am so bad for nurturing relationships, to be honest. Like I don't follow up with people like that. Not like business wise, I'm pretty good at that. But just like people who like I kind of know on the fringes and I could definitely be better friends with. But like
you focus on like what's in front of your nose.
Yeah. But like I don't know. Like I met a girl from climbing, and she just texted me the other day and was like, "Oh, can you do a floor plan for me? It's up in Port Elgin." I'm like, "Okay, but why is it in Port Elgin?"
Port Elgin. Yeah.
She's like, "Oh, I just got a new job up there, and I got like a new house. It's like really good market up there. Like the rental is crazy, and like for what you get for the price." So I'm like, "Okay, cool." And she's like, I'm looking into getting bigger shit, and like I'm gonna want a partner at some point to like partner on some shit with. So I'm like, oh, cool. I'm gonna go do that in Port Elgin. It's gonna take me all fucking day.
Yeah.
But
You might build
just
something out of that.
hopefully
Fuck yeah.
one day maybe we can partner on something later on.
Yeah.
You know, even in fucking 5-10 years.
It's like it's something as stupid as like if you said no, and then she hit something big later on, and she's like, you know, because she's like, I know who you're talking about. She's an ambitious chick.
Yeah.
And then she remembers you.
I actually know
no
who you're
to
talking
this
about
floor,
too.
Yeah,
Thanks
she
to this
says no to
podcast.
this floor plan, or he said no to this floor plan. He's not really hungry.
Yeah, exactly.
But now you just come out and do it. She's gonna be like, oh, he's down to do something.
Yeah.
Other good quote that's not on this sheet. Though maybe if the sheet was bigger, you would have put it on
Are you
there.
framing
Probably.
this?
You know, 80% of success is just showing up,
Fuck yeah.
right?
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Which
definitely.
people seem to not do more often than I can understand.
I can't
why.
believe it. I can't believe it.
personally don't get it.
I can't believe it.
I'll say, you know, on my own end of things, like between Wayside's board of directors and coaching, the number of people I've met and kind of built relationships with, it's innumerable. Over 5 years, 6 years, it's innumerable. All you have to do, and the best part about building relationships in situations like that, is for you to build the relationship with this girl, for example, or for me to build it with, you know, the parent of a kid on my team, or for you to build it with someone whose, you know, house you wire a pool for. All you have to do is be good at something you're already good at.
Yeah.
And show up. And that's it.
Exactly.
Show up and do the
there's
thing.
nothing different for you
No.
in that moment, that engagement.
Do you know
It's
what it
just
is?
your
People
thing.
would rather be at home watching Netflix than getting off their ass to do
It's
something.
insane how
That's
this is
outside of their 9 to 5.
You're absolutely right. It's fucking nuts that people are not doing this
Man,
stuff.
I was talking today.
in your 20s?
I was
In your
talking today.
30s?
I was talking today. I was talking to my foreman today, and he
Thank you for including me there.
I was
I
talking
got
to
you.
my foreman today. We
I'll
were
be
just
there
like
soon.
having coffee. It was just me and him, and we're talking. He's just like, I'm like, why? I was just curious. I'm like, because like more people have told me to quit than continue.
Which
with this
people, like
job.
people you work
People
with?
I work with, or people
Wow.
I've worked with, or like
Okay.
in whatever, like from what you just in general, right?
Like
trades,
professional
trades.
encounters.
Yeah, in trades, right?
Okay.
I'm like, more people have told me to quit, like, and I'm like sitting there, like, why? This is like a guaranteed. If you get 40 hours a week, it's $100K easy.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? And I'm like, guys go out of their way. They work 12s every day. They work continental shifts, and they come up short of $100K.
Yeah.
So when they say that to you, what do you say? Like,
I was like, why?
What's the alternative? What do you want me to do?
What do they say? Yeah. Like,
Well, my question to him was, I'm like, why is this? Why do people think this is so shit?
Yeah.
Why do people think it's so shit? And he just goes, because they don't want to show up. They don't want to work full weeks, so
It's
they don't
nuts.
make
Yeah.
$100K.
it's nuts.
And I'm like, well, it's a 40-hour fucking work week.
The worst thing is that there's
I've
nothing
done
better to
fucking
do.
60-hour work weeks, and
Yeah.
I've made fuck all.
That's what we were saying too. We're like, oh, what you don't want to come in on a Friday to do what?
What are you doing?
To do what?
what are you doing?
Like, do you really care? Like, you guys went golfing today. Would you skip work for golf and then, like,
Not
man.
every week.
No, but like, I even think about like times. I was thinking about this the other day about how important it was to me when I was working at Zellers in grade 12 to not miss a shift.
Right.
And like, there was nothing that I wanted to do more than
miss a shift.
Than miss a shift.
Yeah.
Stay
Yeah,
home.
yeah.
Never
But I
did.
never did it.
No. I can
I can
because
still count on one
because
hand
it-
how many times I've called in sick.
because
Yeah,
because
oh,
like
one hand.
because like
Same.
I just didn't like. There's nothing better going on.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
the only thing
There's
the only
not.
thing you want to do is sleep in.
Or it's like an immediate stimulation, like, oh, I'm having a good time with my buddies, or like, oh, there's a girl at this party, or whatever, right? Like,
Yeah.
but like in the not even the long run, like 24 hours after you make the decision, you're
You
gonna
hate it.
regret it.
Oh,
So how-
24 hours.
Yeah.
It's like I sleep in and I'm like, oh fuck! Like 2 hours after my shift
rest of
starts, I
your
wake
day.
up and I'm like, why didn't I go to work?
That's
What am
like-
I gonna do?
The only,
Yeah.
thing
Why didn't I
the
go
only way
work?
I ever justify vacation is when I'm going on vacation.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
take vacation to fucking post
Me
up
neither.
at home.
Me
you know?
neither. Yeah, me neither.
Staycations?
Me
Yeah,
neither.
no.
No.
We talked about this.
Your mental health.
Me and some of the other
fuckers go to work.
me and some of the other 80s babies at work talk all the time about how we're just banking tons of vacation because like the supervisors tell us every week, like, you guys have all this vacation built up. Why don't you take it? Like, I get off at 4:00.
I don't need-
how much
Yeah.
vacation do I need?
I haven't
What do I
needed a
get?
vacation.
Saturdays and
Yeah.
Sundays I'm off. I come to work at 8. I'm off at 4. If I want to get a coffee during the day, I get it. All my friends are here.
Yeah.
You know, like I do my job, but really it's not that hard.
I know. You were saying that before too. And like,
It's not that hard.
I am in the. I mean, I agree with that. Your job is easy. No, I don't know.
Fuck.
No, I'm just saying. Like, but like for me, like I drive an
It's
hour.
probably of the three of us at the table. I would guess my days are the easiest to get from front to back.
I don't know.
I'd be my
Sometimes I
guess.
mean, I would have some pretty easy days too.
Yeah?
Sometimes, but yeah, I don't know.
Same.
But like, I don't know. Like,
I've had easy days.
my whole thing is like,
Same.
I don't want to fucking work. Like, if I could work for myself, I'd way rather do that.
Me
or
too.
work on my own shit, or like have just like rentals and things like that.
Yeah.
Where I'm busy in a different way. I'm not busy working for someone else in an office for 8 hours. You know?
I would like to get away. I would like to get away from that too.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, like that. That's like that's got to be later. The only thing that the three of us are missing is just time under tension.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. We'll all get there because we all want.
Another
that.
great term. You're killing it tonight with the terms.
That's all it is.
Mhm.
We just haven't done enough time yet.
We're just dust in the wind.
Not for
No.
lack of but not for lack
We're
of
not finished.
not for lack of trying though. Like I can
We're all trying, but it meant like you have to keep showing up.
Yeah.
That's like the
Yeah.
same thing with this show. It'll be like it's growing enough over time.
Yeah, it is.
It's not gonna stop.
No.
We just have to keep doing it.
That's one thing I think about all the time when I think about this show, when I think about almost anything that I do for fun. Like whether it's I don't know, next year or the year after I'll probably build that deck. And I was talking to my dad about this a little while ago.
What?
Yeah, build the deck out back. And I was saying to him, like, I've done it once before with someone else's help.
Uh-huh.
And he's like, it's a 2-day project. The second day you're gonna know what you're doing.
Yeah.
The first day you won't.
Exactly.
And so like everything else, you're never good at it. You're never really sure what to do. You never
Just gotta
really
do it
you just gotta show up.
and do it.
Just do it. Do something.
You
Do
can't
something.
be a doer, not a
We
thinker.
legit talked about this today. Like Mike said, he wants to open his Wealth Simple account and start trading. I was like, man, it would take you 20 minutes, and it's gonna be something that you should have or wish you had have done.
A year ago.
And you'll be
A year
hooked.
ago.
All I do.
I'm already hooked. I
should-
know I'm hooked.
Do you want to talk
Yeah.
about your portfolio a bit?
I don't have a portfolio.
Oh.
I want one, but I have a Simple. I got my savings account.
TFSA in there?
Yeah.
Pull
Got,
pull all that out
so it has on it, and I'm just gonna dump it all into.
in the trading account.
Yeah.
That's what I do all the time. I put like $50 a week
this
in that
was
other
like-
account, and then when
so
I
when we-
want it,
when-
Yeah.
when- like, how
suddenly
long
it's
ago-
$1,000. Yoink.
Was this when we started? Was this when we started the podcast?
It was probably not even. It was probably
I
like
got
3 months ago.
$2,162.96.
That's a lot. That's
In
almost enough for a fucking a big A.
Not even,
No, it's
man.
not
You know what
even.
Amazon is
Fucking
right
not
now?
even half.
Didn't it drop over the last 2 days?
Amazon's $4,800 Canadian.
Get the fuck out. So what is that? 38 US? 37 US?
No, it's
Get
not.
the
Too.
fuck out of here. Are you kidding me?
No.
Holy
yeah.
shit.
So, but I'm thinking I want to buy.
Oh my god, it's getting away from me.
That's what I'm saying. I need to fucking get there.
I
I'm not
gotta
doing it by
take
saving
out
this money.
I gotta take out a loan to get it.
I'm gonna get. I want to buy 4. I could buy 5. 3 times 5. I can buy more than 5. I can buy 5 Apple stocks.
That's
at least.
US though.
Well, I can probably buy 5 then.
Don't buy 5, but buy like 1 or 2.
I kind
The
of want to
big
buy
the
more than
big
that.
buy the big boys, right?
That's
Everyone
what I'm saying.
yeah.
Like, what am I gonna buy? I got like what like I want to. I can't. I want to buy Tesla, but Tesla's trippy.
Don't buy
Tesla's
Tesla.
trippy.
I also would
I want to
recommend
just
against
because like
Tesla.
it's just like that's like buying with my heart, not buying with my head.
Uh-huh.
Tesla
I want to buy. I know Apple's a good buy, 100%.
I like Apple.
And Apple's down right now. It's
Nah,
down like it was 340.
It's
Now
like-
it's 320.
well, down
No.
from like a high.
Yeah,
But it's not.
But
It's
that's
still
fine.
like
But
the
I'd still
curve is
rather
still
buy
like
it then.
this.
I'd still rather buy it now.
Wait till you start doing self-directed investing, and you'll start looking at charts and stuff and start to see like opportunities that you can, without too much work, learn a bit about like how to read a chart
Well, it's coming.
or how
I don't
to
even
read
think you should learn that.
Why?
I personally don't think you should.
why
even
or
learn
like
that.
how to read an income sheet.
That's different. Technicals are not the
An
same
income
as.
sheet versus
Technicals,
an index chart.
technicals work too. Technicals work too.
Yeah, but look what happened to you. You got out of GPV way too early.
I wasn't invested in GPV for fucking more than 2 days. I had like $300 in there. It was nothing.
Yeah, but that $300 would have been like $450.
Yeah, but I got out at 328.
But,
Why
like,
is that? How is that the
something.
justification?
Or
It could have been
something.
450, but it was 328.
But like, I just
You
think
didn't
that like
lose, but you didn't
like-
win.
you
Because
just, like-
bulls make money, bears make money, pigs get slaughtered. That's the fucking quote.
So you're saying you wanted to be greed? Like
Yeah,
that's
you
not even
take-
that much
You
greed.
just take some profit. That's all.
Yeah, but I don't
know.
about the company.
I don't do that.
I've been trying to allocate as much into the gold miners and gold as I
if you're
possibly fucking can.
if you think that your money can be more productive at like other places,
Yeah.
then do that.
Have you seen GDXJ over the last like 2 months, 3 months.
I looked at gold today.
My average on GDXJ is like 28 US. It's 60 US now.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Fuck, that's so sick.
What's your opinion on elephant hunters?
What's that?
Guys fucking hunting penny stocks for a big hit.
I've never heard that term before.
I was taught it by because like a guy I work with who plays penny stocks hardcore, and he's fucking deep in the. He's got money in.
I
pennies.
have $1,000.
Thousands of dollars.
I have
and he's just like, dude,
$1,000.
if one hits, man.
Yeah,
And that's what they call him. They call him an elephant hunter. I never heard that.
You can get lucky, but like the other thing with penny stocks is like the liquidity is a problem.
Well,
you need a
exactly.
buyer. You need a buyer to get out.
And the issue is like we were talking about today. Fucking penny stocks can go bankrupt. You can lose all your money.
Yeah, they can go to zero. But if
Blue
you
chips
buy,
aren't going bankrupt.
like you can buy, if you bought Apple like a year ago, it's over doubled.
Yeah.
Already.
and it's gonna happen
And
again.
it's so reliable.
I
Like
bought it
it's
in
not going
March,
to go
and
to zero.
It's like 45% since March.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Which I'd be
So,
like, I'd
like,
rather play this game pretty safe.
The stock market right now
The
is
big boys.
ripping though. Like you're
It's
seeing
not, over the last 2 days. It's not. It's
two,
down.
I'm not talking about 2
I
days.
know, but
I'm talking about the market. The
But it's a-
market isn't a day or
but
two.
it's a-
The market is like months
I know,
and months
but
and
it's.
months.
I'm just saying it's erased. We could talk about this. How long are we in right now?
Hour and 44.
I'll keep going on this. I don't care. I like this conversation. The market is being propped up right now by money printing.
Of course it is.
And so like this is my concern is that at some point with
So
the
I
election,
should wait, maybe.
It's hard to
I
honestly.
think I should wait.
It
I think I
isn't.
should wait.
It's impossible to tell.
Exactly.
But
'Cause I
Will's
thought
right though. It's been crushing the last 3 months. It's been fucking nuts.
Well, I'm just saying, like,
free
man,
money.
it's
Free
been
money.
like you're seeing like penny stock sized gains on these like blue chip stocks. So
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
why risk these fucking things, little piddly shits that are gonna maybe go to zero when
Yeah.
you could have bought Apple and it's gonna double in like a year, you know? But like, I also thought the market was overvalued in 2018, 2019. So I'm like, that's when I backed out.
I had this on the list.
And when's it going to switch?
But no, I backed out in 2018 and I'm like, well, fuck, I'm going back in 2019 and it's
Yeah.
just been ripping since.
I had this in here for tech bubbles. I see a lot of stories on Twitter from guys who are pretty highly regarded, like Ray Dalio.
yeah.
You know, Buffett and Munger, same deal.
Yeah.
These guys all say the same thing about tech stocks in the bubble, that everything is overvalued, everything is frothy.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like 99, looks like 2001. I don't know if this is just my piss and vinegar, but I don't think any of this looks like 2001. Amazon, for example, is replacing entire sectors
Yeah.
of business and doing a better job.
It's also proven out for a lot of it too.
You know what
and
I
they're
mean?
making money.
So am I crazy to think that these guys who are like calling for tech's gonna burst, it's only a matter? Are they? I think they're wrong.
I think that like
The big boys, for
the big boys, I think are fine.
Yeah.
But you see like even like GPV, like I was just saying, they like, and if it's like we make electric car parts, you're gonna just ride this Tesla wave.
That's right.
Those companies, sure, they might get fucked.
Are you worried that Tesla and that wave is going to suffer from? So you know Tesla is making a push right now to get added to the S&P 500.
Yeah.
So you know that the S&P board, there's like a set of requirements obviously to get on that index, but the S&P board makes the final decision.
Mm-hmm.
And do you know where most of Tesla's income came from last year?
No.
You'd never guess this.
Okay, I'm assuming it's not vehicles.
They carbon emission regulatory credits.
Oh, okay. I should have guessed that actually. Yeah.
It's like 28% of their fucking income.
Yeah.
That's a lot of fucking money, man.
Yeah. And you can't keep that up. Though.
And so like how is this possible that these guys, I had never even considered that until the other
I know.
day.
I
when the
forgot.
earnings
I
came
did
out.
hear that, but I forgot
And
about that.
I read that. I thought, what is a regulatory
Mm-hmm.
like? And so they're selling basically carbon emission tokens to GM and
because I guess like whatever size companies you get, like so many, you can pollute the earth so much.
Exactly.
So Tesla's like, well, we're not polluting it this much, so we're gonna sell our pollution tokens to other companies.
That's how they're making their money. That's how they're making their money. And so and so like it's insane that these guys have been able to do this for.
Like that's so fucking.
But okay. So the other side of the coin, you just said that it's not sustainable. I think some people would say it probably is, because you're basically watching like Ford the other day. What was their big release? Was it an electric car they came out with?
I don't even know.
It was a fucking Bronco.
Oh, the Bronco.
Like,
yeah,
They're
right.
gonna sell an electric
You think
car.
is the Bronco coming out with a fucking lithium-ion battery under
Yeah,
the back
fuck
seat?
no.
No,
They
fucking
slap
way.
EcoBoost on the side.
Yeah,
It's just like, oh, dude, we're trying.
With a leaf
We're
on
trying.
it. Yeah.
We're trying.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
the
give me a
EcoBoost
break.
is trash.
Give
It
me
doesn't
a
do
break.
fuck
It doesn't do
all.
anything. And so,
No.
like, I just wonder if like Elon's fucking. So, did you hear the part we said about the SP 500?
No,
So Tesla,
he's taking a piss.
Tesla as a market cap, like the value of the company,
Yeah.
they're trying to get onto the S&P 500, which means like people like the three of us who invest in indexes, the S&P index,
Right.
you'd get a piece of that stock, and the
Right.
value would just pump on passive investing. Right? That's the dream. If you're a
That's what
company
you
like
want.
Tesla,
Yeah.
that's the dream. And so the Tesla, a lot of people are saying these guys did whatever they had to do.
Wait. If you're on the S&P, like just on the S&P list,
Yeah.
then you are considered a reliable stock, I would say.
If you're on the S&P index, then if you invest in like SPY, which is just an ETF, it's an exchange traded fund, something that you would invest in without thinking about it. It gives you a piece
It's
of
a free,
all the
yeah. But
piece
like,
of all
no,
the 500.
I mean, what is like? I understand what it is, but what is it to the company? Like, what's the trophy? What do you? Why?
because
why
right
are
now
you on-
because
is
right
it
now
like a-
because right now
you
to
have
get
been admitted that you've been knighted into the fucking.
well because right now to get a Tesla stock,
yeah,
what do you need?
like $1,000.
2,000,
It's
close to
$2,000?
2,000.
I don't think so. Well,
It is.
Canadian.
But if you were on the S&P, what would you need? Some of the
less.
some of the
Right,
S&P
right.
some of the S&P indexes sell for
But you're not getting a
$100,
stock though.
but you're getting a piece of it.
Yeah, but I don't want a piece of it. I want the
Well,
fucking thing.
you may change your mind
But
once you
another
start
thing-
investing.
maybe,
you may
but-
change your mind.
But another thing about S&P, I'm not exactly sure, like, if, like, I have nothing to back this up except for, like, this happens with other exchanges but, like, insurance companies and pension funds and shit can only buy stocks that are like, blue chip, you know?
Like endowment boards, you mean, have like a requirement?
Yeah, like,
for-
they can't go and just buy a penny stock because it's against their,
That's a good point.
their regulations and shit.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So, like, it has to be on a certain index. So, I don't know if the S&P is one of those, but if it is, they're going to see a lot more institutional investors.
That's not institutional. That's there's another name
Are
for
you
that.
sure?
Yeah, there's another name for that. Endowments and pensions has another name, but I can't remember what it is.
I don't know. I thought that was an institutional investor.
Institutional is like
Jails.
no, banks. Like banks. Banks would be buying that stuff. If
But
you're
with banking in an insurance company, you don't think that counts
maybe,
as
yeah, maybe you're
institutional?
right. Maybe you're right. I thought there was another phrase for it, but regardless, you're exactly right. I hadn't considered that. There's like
There's restrictions that those certain companies, like their boards and their stockholders
right.
say that we don't want you buying penny stocks and shit. Obviously, you can only buy from these certain exchanges. So if Tesla gets put on the S&P 500, then they're a free range to buy it. I'm sure there's going to be a fucking huge pump.
the jump in the price of Tesla stock would be unbelievable if they made it to the S&P. They will. I've heard a lot of guys in the last couple of days say that the S&P board, you know, the only question they have to tango with is this carbon emissions token thing.
Mm-hmm.
And so the S&P board in the last 30 years, you know how many, the last, I guess it would be almost 30 years, early 90s. You know how many times they said no to a company joining just on the basis of market cap?
How many times?
0.
Really?
So they haven't done it before, and I think they're going to have a hard time doing it now.
Well, Tesla's like going to be one of the most valuable companies in
Yeah.
the S&P as soon as it joins. It'll
Do
be
you-
one of the most valuable.
Do you
ones.
guys follow Zero Hedge? You don't have either. Of you guys have Twitter. You should fucking have Twitter. Zero Hedge only posts.
I'm a huge Zero Edge fan.
Zero Hedge only posts.
Well, biggest follower.
Only posts Tesla stock updates in terms of IBM market cap. So
Oh, yeah.
Tesla up 50% of one IBM today.
What the fuck?
That's
a joke.
the only way they measure it.
straight comparison.
So
Yeah.
like Tesla's market cap today grew by 50% of IBM.
It's just so
Why?
It's just funny. It's just
Okay,
it's
true.
just
So
it's just jokes.
completely
There's
fucking-
nothing.
Yeah,
there's
it's-
no logic to the growth these
Okay,
guys have
cool.
seen. And so to
Exactly.
get back to our original conversation about whether or not the market is frothy right now, maybe. But like we said before, tech companies, the big guys, Microsoft, Apple, Google, Facebook, whatever, right? You could even add I would even add stuff like Spotify, Snapchat, shit like the garbage.
I would never buy Snapchat.
I would never buy it either.
Snapchat's kind of.
I would never buy it either.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of people
It's
who are
in the
looking for
red
companies
dwarf
who are
stage.
established, companies who are who have an opportunity to turn something
Is
that's
that
not
a term,
profitable
a legit
into
term?
Red Dwarf.
I've never
Of
heard it, but I
stocks?
like it.
Do you know?
I don't-
You know
I don't know
what I'm saying?
which stage of a star is that? The end of the
The
beginning?
end.
Yeah.
It burns brightest right at the end.
Yeah. So it's dying.
That'd be Twitter, I think.
Twitter?
Yeah.
More than Snapchat? Like all Snapchat's selling is filters.
Snapchat is fucking gone,
Yeah,
man.
it's out.
Which is a bummer because
They don't even sell ads on that.
As in value, it's a bummer. But like I like Snapchat as an app. Like
it
an
will
app.
never go away as an app.
Good because
It'll get
like,
bought out by
that's
a
my
PE
favorite
firm.
form of social media.
Somebody
It's
else will buy
completely
it.
personal.
Yeah, some bigger company will buy it sooner
fuck
than
it up.
later. I think.
I always wonder about Snapchat and Instagram, like the meetings they must have about the features that Instagram just fucking stole from right under their nose.
Instagram stole
the
Snapchat?
stories thing Instagram stole
Instagram.
is like that's an all-time heist.
Did you see what they're working on now?
What?
I forget what they're calling
Reels, TikTok.
TikTok.
Yeah, Reels. I did
Instagram
see that.
Reels.
Yeah.
Coming out with exactly what TikTok
So
does.
just videos, like fucking quick videos.
With like easy audio editing or whatever
And
the fuck.
yeah, but it's not easy. They tell you it's easy.
They
but
tell
it's
you
not
it's easy.
that
I bet you Instagram will be easier.
probably.
But like they're gonna crush TikTok.
I did see Reels. Yeah,
I
that's
doubt
nuts.
it. Because maybe, but like I honestly,
You're watching. Don't forget, you're watching a lot of first world countries in Europe and in some parts of Asia. Basically ban TikTok because it's
Already,
a Chinese government operation. Yeah, they're basically saying you can't have this anymore. Amazon won't let you have it on a work phone anymore.
Yeah, and they
a
discouraged
couple other companies.
They discouraged all of their employees. They said you should think about deleting the app from your phone.
Crazy.
because of data theft.
Mm-hmm.
They're taking a lot of stuff, man.
Well, I know I don't have any of it. That's the thing. That's why I like. This is why this brings it back to why I never go over on data on my fucking phone.
Yeah,
Because I never fucking use the thing because I'm so scared.
If you had a bunch of
people
apps,
taking all this bullshit. I don't even like putting my credit card information.
if you had a bunch of apps sending money to the Chinese government like I did, you'd be going over every month.
yeah, and
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck, man.
Easy.
I don't know. Yeah.
What else you want to talk about? Are we
That's
done?
it, man.
We're finished.
It's a good wrap.
What's the thing? Today?
hour and almost 2 hours.
Fucking right. Good night and God bless. Are we going to shoeless shows? Coming to
Peace.
shoeless shows?
I'm not.
I guess we'll find out after. Good night.
Yeah. Bye.
Peace.